He entered a war, got pulled into it by Bibi Netanyahu, let's be clear about that, entered a war that the American people do not want, putting at risk American service members, and among the many consequences of it, it includes jacking up the cost of gas so that on average Americans are paying at least $15 more to fill up their tank. Diesel costs 50%.
Oh
shit!
Why'd you do that?
I didn't mean to.
Wow, you're starting the show out really great.
Let's try again. It's a shit stream today, everybody.
Warning. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. It contains adult language, themes, and humor. Everything said here is for comedic and satirical purposes only. It is not to be taken literally, and nothing in the show should be used as a basis for legal proceedings or real-world actions. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Wow, it's gotten that bad that we have to put that on the show. It's gotten that bad. Shout out to all the SOBs. We decided to just do an extra shit stream today. I came out and we had an argument about if we are Aryan or not yesterday. So I decided to end the argument here and just go full white hair. I'm just embracing aging. I'm aging, you know, it's not great. Getting older. I'm living my best life. But what I'm excited about right now is I believe that the United States is going to go towards a direction divesting from Israel, but I don't think it's for good reasons. And we have mostly just a shit stream today. We're just streaming, looking at stuff. The internet is very mad at me again. Shocker. I don't even know if they're ever not mad at me. It's actually been about 5 years since they've not stopped being mad at me. They've been very mad at me for a long time. And even better, the rumors have gotten even crazier. Now they've gotten even crazier. It's like a game of telephone now. As of recently, they're now calling me a gay pedophile now. That's the new one. So first I was like, I remember like 2022, they said I was a rapist and like an assaulter. And then they said that I was gay again. And then they said I killed my mom. Do you remember that one? I killed my mom. Yeah, I killed my mom. And then it goes on, and then I dealt with Australia rumors. Well, then I was fat phobic, and then I was racist, and they canceled CPAC, canceled the venue because I was going to speak there or whatever. And then you had the press, and then I have my own family calling me, "You're on primetime news. There's a special about you." I'm like, I wasn't invited to this special. And they're like, he's racist. He's just absolutely horrible. He shouldn't be in this country. And then I had the ASIO problems with Joel Davis and Thomas Sewell because of the links. Then I get kicked out of Australia, basically banned from Australia, which I just got rebanned, by the way. Congratulations, got rebanned from Australia a few days ago. And then I came back here, and then I decided to start Rift, and then everybody told me that Rift was stupid, that we didn't get any views, and that it was dumb, and we were only averaging like 100 viewers on YouTube, and everyone made fun of me. And then, all of a sudden, people said I killed my family. That was crazy. And then they also made up another rumor that I had a divorce because of Sarah Stock, which also was untrue. And then it went back to the fact that I was lying and I was blaming the Jews for all of it, which I never did. Then I have this lawsuit with Kash Patel's girlfriend, which is definitely not linked at all, even though they are linked directly together. And then it went down that I was banging hot chicks. They started releasing more hot chicks that I was banging allegedly. And now then I went to being gay and then to a gay pedophile. It's really hard to track. It's getting really hard to track. But I'm having fun. And I hope you are too, because it's just getting ridiculous. The whole country is out of control. And it's all, I blame this on the death of Charlie Kirk. I'm genuinely, like, the right wing is just eating itself. However, I was laughing. Oh yeah, because I forgot to mention this. We had no views. And then when I said I was getting a divorce, I was a MAGA conservative superstar who had one of the most influential networks in all of the right wing for like 2 months. That's what they were saying. And then now they're making fun of the viewers on our show. But I've always made fun of you, so we're allowed to do that. It's very hard to track, but basically, my life is like dealing with a woman, you know, and I'm dealing with a lot of them. It doesn't make sense. Nothing that anyone does is rational, and you just have to sit there and go, "Oh, what is it today? What is it today? Who's calling me? Who's saying things? What lawsuit's coming in the mail?" And guess what, guys? I am not fucking leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. And joining me today in the studio is my second favorite person in the world, other than Benjamin Netanyahu. Georgie, resident DJ.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be back. We actually have one of my predictions came true, as you'll see shortly. I said that the Democrats would be posturing themselves away from AIPAC and the Israel lobby. So the first 3 clips we have today are about that, and the rest of the show is going to be whatever we want. It's going to be kind of a shit stream today. It's Saturday. It's casual Saturday. Yeah, let's get into it, huh?
No, it's pharmacy Saturday, because apparently I'm on a pharmacy. Oh yeah, that was the other one too. And then I'm on a bunch of drugs that we're taking pictures of that were never opened that say new patient, new drug that I got at the request of my wife. She asked me to help with sleep problems. And then my sleeping medication is being said that I'm schizophrenic. And I admitted to her that I'm schizophrenic. And so apparently that's true too. So it's really crazy. So we're schizophrenic. I have a gun and I'm going to kill you or something. I don't know. I can't track the story. I can't track it. But I can track what's going on in our country. I'm really kind of bored of politics. I don't know about you guys, but I get bored really easily. I have this thing called like something, a phobia or something like that. Like I just don't really enjoy much these days. I really am kind of, personally disappointed in a lot of people. And there's a concerted attack, as I mentioned, that they try to get me to kill myself by trying to remove everything out of my life. And then they just go to lie about me. I finally make progress. I'm feeling happy because I finally make progress, and I finally get the courts to order my wife to return to the United States with my children, which she was not supposed to remove them. She did take them. And for legal reasons, I'm not allowed to call it kidnapping, but she procedurally misconducted, lied to the courts, and then had my kids taken out of the country, and they ordered her to return. So she gifted me on my birthday with telling everybody I'm a gay pedophile on my birthday. Yeah, that was great. Thank you, baby. That was really nice of you. And apparently, and the source of that information is actually apparently me. Apparently, I told somebody, a super chatter, that I was a gay pedophile, who, by the way, was a Mexican contractor. And it's basically what happened is, if you want to know the true story, I do this thing with new employees every time where it's like, hey, welcome to Rift TV. Just want to get something out of the way. Yeah, everybody that works here is gay, but they're also pedophiles. And we're all, because of that, we're actually going to start working in the Trump administration soon. They love gay pedophiles in the Trump administration. So it's really just a LARP to get ahead. That's what they're saying we say. So I'm just going to clarify. I never told anyone that. And why would you tell it? Why would you tell contractors? Like, welcome to, here's the cameras. Here's the gay pedophile stuff. It's like absolutely fucking absurd. You have to laugh at it. But I'm not laughing at the state of the world because, personal life is personal life. Every one of you have a crazy personal life. Every one of you has insane people. I mean, how's the bitch in your life doing? Probably nagging you and not giving you a lot of sex. Am I right, folks? Yeah. Am I right? Probably not. But we don't usually do streams on Saturdays. I want to talk about this clip from this individual here named Kamala Harris. Remember her? We just watched this over, but here's what she said.
He entered a war, got pulled into it by Bibi Netanyahu. Let's be clear about that.
This is big.
Entered a war that the American people do not want, putting at risk American service members. And among the many consequences of it. It includes jacking up the cost of gas so that on average Americans are paying at least $15 more to fill up their tank.
Do you see what she's doing there, Georgie? Trump says, who cares about the gas prices? Are the gas prices high? You know what? My brother-in-law is high all the time too, and no one seems to want to stop him. So what's the point, right? They're high. And they're going back to the blue collar. They're going after the white vote. They're going after people like me.
Yeah, they're waking up. And
they're going, hey, maybe this woke shit isn't going to win elections. Maybe we got to talk about gas prices and the angry young white man who's extremely upset about Bibi Netanyahu. She claims that this war was started by Israel. So the Democrats are taking the anti-Israel approach. And I believe that young people are so mad because they see that there's no way to get out of any of our other problems if we don't get out of the Israel dick sucking, that we basically don't have a chance. So it's like, well, I'll put up with the woke shit, because if they abandon the woke shit and they go back to like 90s Democrat ideas, like not hyper progressive, but like a proto-socialist, like, hey, we want to use the government to subsidize and lower gas. You're going to win a lot of hearts with just lowering gas. Do you know that's like the only thing people talk about is the weather and gas? Like when you talk to strangers, like, dude, gas prices are high. And it's like, really? Yeah, it's raining outside.
Well, that's the issue that affects most of our lives every day, but something interesting about this clip, and we've talked about it already, is that so Kamala, she recently had an interview where she was asked, are you going to run for president again? And she says, well, I'm thinking about it. And then she comes out and does this. And I said that this is going to be what the Democrats do. So she's preparing for the not the anti-Israel overall, but the anti-current Israel regime, which is Netanyahu and his current government. And I do strongly think that when the new government comes in, if it comes in, that the Democrats will very quickly ally with them, as well as the GOP, the new GOP. If they start to take the anti-Israel, or rather the anti-Netanyahu position, they're also going to ally with the new regime that comes in. But it's interesting that they're talking about this now, because this is what we said on the show for the last couple of weeks. We saw the signs, and it turned out to be true. We have a couple more clips about this coming up soon, but it's just interesting. It's really interesting. I think the Democrats have always been wise to what their base wants, and they're very quick to jump on the progressive issues. And the new progressive issue is everyone hates Israel. Everyone blames Israel for everything. And the Democrats realize that although Israel and AIPAC is going to give them a lot of money, just getting their money isn't going to win them the election anymore. So I think they are more, they want the win more than they want the Israeli money at this point. What do you think, Elijah?
Well, Rahm Emanuel, former White House chief of staff, right? Is that what that was? I think he was on Bill Maher.
Yeah.
That might be wrong, but you haven't heard his name in a while. He's starting to parrot these talking points too, and you always find that they come from the losing side. These are people who have been removed from power. Listen.
My view on this whole thing is the Senate shouldn't be in the business of picking which weapons. No more U.S. military as a financial assistance by the taxpayers for Israel. You're a country like all other allies of ours, Japan, South Korea, the Brits, the Germans. You're going to pay full price. You buy what you want, but you have to abide by the laws. That should be it. I don't think the Senate should be in the place of playing Solomon, that weapon, not that weapon. No more U.S. taxpayer support. It's not where Israel was 20 years ago, not where, and I was in the room when President Obama, largest assistance was under President Obama. We did the funding for the Iron Dome. But here, the days of taxpayers subsidizing Israel militarily, that's over. No more financial aid.
And they clapped. And they clapped. And everybody clapped. Yeah. Everybody clapped. Back when I was younger, the clap wasn't a good thing. It meant that you forgot to wear a rubber that night. And you got the clap. Now, getting the clap means a good thing. It means you might end aid to Israel. Like, to be completely honest, didn't really feel like streaming tonight. I'm like just kind of tired and had a lot to do today. Had to talk to some hot chicks.
Ugh.
Yeah. Had to talk to some hot girls. No, I spoke to some hot girls, and I thought they were like liberal, and they kind of were saying the same thing. Like we were talking, and they were just like, yeah, like all these weird like transgenders coming from California and stuff. Like things are just getting weird right now, and I think that it's really expensive. It's getting really expensive, and I just said straight up to them, like, fuck the Indian immigration. Like isn't it disgusting? And they were like, they closed the door and were like, yeah, it is, or whatever. And it's like, these are normal, like, this is like a hairdresser, and like her friend. And they're really cool people. I like them a lot. But like, These are just normal ass girls who aren't into politics, who are like, yeah, things aren't looking great, you know? And people start to question, you know, why is it not great? Why is Frisco Indian? You know, why like, I don't know if you guys saw today, bad news for Albania. They just made a deal with Modi to help the shortage of employees, and they just imported 1,200 Indians. And India says they're going to send as many Indians as they can to Albania. Okay, we'll talk about Indians in a second, because I found out something really crazy about Indian history, that they actually like getting hit by heavy objects and find it to be an ascension in the way towards God. Indians like to die in weird ways. It's actually...
They love getting killed by trains.
Do you know about this?
Of course, yeah.
You know about
is
this theory?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, this is not a joke. So
They
I ended up
actually,
looking at the history of colonization in India and some of the stuff that has gone on, and it is actually true. Indians, let me find it here for a second. Indians genuinely like to get hit.
Oh, I have this clip already. Or is this?
No, it's not a clip.
Okay.
It's not a clip. Yeah, here it is. So there's this thing.
See if you can zoom in.
Well, no, I got. That's why I get my other computer. It doesn't work on this one. There was this float called the Juggernaut. You can actually take it off screen device. I can find the original post here. So there's this thing called the Juggernaut, and basically this guy actually here's where it is. So this is like not a joke. Look at this. So you're going to think I'm joking, but Indians have for thousands of years been obsessed with huge structures that can crush them. There's a ritual called the Juggernaut. A Juggernaut is a huge stone wagon as big as they can build that is dragged through the land of the ground on a grand tour. The idea is it's like a mobile temple. I'm such a great, kind, and powerful king. I'm bringing God to the little people out in the boonies for a day. So the Juggernaut is considered very holy. Touching the Juggernaut is good luck, and naturally people would swarm them. They'd press each other into the wheels or get their clothing caught and be mulched up. You'd think that this would be the end of it. Actually, for the Indians, ignoring danger is considered very honorable. Great bravery, so young men would either stand before the slow steamroller, daring each other to be the last to move. This too was a source of death. You think that's the bottom of it, but it isn't. You see, touching the Juggernaut and daring the danger of the Juggernaut are all well and good. Those are little blessings. The best thing that can happen to you is to be killed by the Juggernaut. See, if you've been killed by something holy, and thus your next life will be blessed. People would lie down in its path, lay their infants down before it. They would command their children to crouch in its way with their eyes closed or blindfolded. This is considered racist myth today. All the deaths were accidents, they say. Even though that we have photographs of foreigners pulling their children away from the wheels, and every single foreign people who ever saw the ritual said the same thing, that they sacrificed their children for a big stone wagon. Perhaps this is why the Indian loves the cow and the elephant, nature's crushing monoliths. Who knows where this Indian sickness began? Perhaps some part of him misses his accident charioteer masters who brought prosperity even though they trampled. Now, I did look this up, and this appears to be true. And also, every day, 34 to 40 Indians die from train-related accidents in India, but arranging 27,000 deaths per year. We've already confirmed that in previous shows. But there's actually over 300,000 additional people that die every 10 years, every decade, due to suffocation, accidents, and stampedes on Indian railways, on top of the 27,000. So you have these people just dying. I
have a clip related to this.
Really?
At the bottom of the script.
Let me see. Where is it at?
It's called.
Oh yeah. Indians ride the roofs of trains.
Yeah, check this out.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is real. Look.
So they're going under a bridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I have another video too. I don't know if we can play it, but I might as well do it here. It's really interesting. This guy tried to get a monkey off of his electrical wires at his house. And guess what he used to try to scare the monkey off the electrical wires? Can you guess? Well, he uses a long metal pole. Yeah, a long metal pole. This is like literally insane. Watch this. This is just so dumb, dude. I don't even know how to deal with these people.
He's just asleep.
What is up with Indians' affinity to just get themselves killed in the most preventable ways possible?
Weren't they supposed to be like one of the highest IQs or something on the planet? And then we see videos like this every single day on Twitter. Like how exactly?
You know that the Aboriginals are Indian. They come from North India.
Yeah, don't the like Native Americans also?
I don't know, but I know the Aboriginals do, and I can tell you something: they're not bright. And part of the reason why I'm banned from Australia is it's mostly because I told you I got banned for just like associating with the wrong people and for promoting nationalism. I promoted nationalism. They're really cooked out there in Australia. It's tough, man. It's tough. Thank God I was able to get the courts to order my kids back home because I couldn't get into the country, and that was really nasty. To try to go to a country where I couldn't go to try to raise my boys without a father. And then when you're losing and you have to come back, then to lie about their dad. It's very nasty things. But I think people are dumb in all cultures and in all places. But I think that there's sort of this irrational behavior that's connected to low IQ. Like, when women act very irrationally, like in these situations. And like, I always tell you, like, why is my ex-wife acting like this? And you go, don't try to make sense of it. It's a female. Like, don't try to make sense of it. There's no sense in it. There's no dollars in it. Actually, there's a lot of dollars in it. It's costing a lot of money. But I think with Indians, I have the same thing. Like, why would you do that? What is that? What are you doing? Yeah. I was like, why are you using a metal pole on electrical wires? Like, do you not understand the conductivity of alloys and your body is full of water and it's conductive? Like, do you not know that? That blew up his heart for sure. He's dead.
Yeah.
Why would his family put this on the internet?
That's a good question, actually. Well, maybe it got him some YouTube revenue or like
they just
YouTube
wanted
shorts.
X revenue.
They wanted like YouTube Shorts revenue because their provider was killed by electricity. So
it's really kind of crazy. All right, going back to this though. So also Obama's back mobilizing. He's with Mamdani.
So this is think about the message this sends. This is important. It's like, so Mamdani, if you remember, when he was on the debate stage with all of the other Democrats, he was the only one that said, my first trip would be to, I'm not going anywhere because I want to stay in New York. And all the other Democrats said, oh, my first trip will be to Israel. And he was the only one that said otherwise. And that painted a negative picture with the establishment Democrats. But now they're starting to come around. They're realizing the power in that stance. And Obama is publicly showing himself with Mamdani, and it's effectively an endorsement.
But why are all the kids black?
Well, it's New York. Why are there so many Indians? Here. Same.
Why does that girl have buttons?
Must
in
be
her
like
hair?
a.
Why does that kid go back to that? Why does that kid have toys in her hair? Why do
it's like fish hooks. They got like fish hooks in their hair.
Why do black people like just do anything but just wear their hair?
Yeah, I don't know.
They'll literally do anything except for just get a job and have normal hair.
Yeah, and like braiding their hair like that fucks up their hair, so they got to wear weaves in their older age. I mean, why would they do that to themselves?
And I heard it hurts too. One time I got cornrows in Mexico when I was younger.
I think I did too, actually.
I did cornrows.
I was in Cabo.
Yeah, I did not full cornrows. I did a cornrow.
Yeah, I was in Cabo. I remember that.
Yeah. Remember when you used to do they put beads in it or whatever? Yeah. That was back when I don't know if Mexico was safe then, but it definitely wasn't run by a Jewish woman.
That's true.
The
cartels
Mexico has gotten really destabilized since the 90s. Like I feel like it was safe in the 90s. I used to walk around by myself in Tijuana and go to the this is what you did in LA. If you're poor, you'd go to vacations in Tijuana. And there's in Baja California has some beaches, and we'd go down there and get a house and stay down there, and it was like $50 a week or something like that. Mexico's not cheap anymore either, by the way.
No. Wait, what? Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Like the nicer areas, maybe not, but like if you wanted to buy a house in Tijuana, you're paying pennies on the dollar.
You'd have to want to buy a house in Tijuana. Yeah. Talking about the nice, safe parts of Mexico City and stuff. Mexico City has out of control costs right now.
Yeah, all the billionaires and shit, all the millionaires that didn't want to pay their taxes in America moved there.
Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. All right. That being said, Bernie Sanders was my voice cracking. 1 second. All right. Bernie Sanders Says the Republicans are sure to lose the House and the Senate. He brings this up. Listen to our good old favorite Jewish millionaire. Do you know what's funny? They have him on record. He's always saying, like, you know, people shouldn't be millionaires and billionaires. And the moment that he became a millionaire, he stopped saying millionaire and just started saying billionaire.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, being a millionaire used to mean something.
Donald Trump's poll numbers are plummeting. They're going way, way down. And right-wing Republicans are losing local and state elections around the country. There is a reasonably good chance that the Republicans will lose control over the House of Representatives in the November election and maybe even the Senate. What I will also tell you is that the progressive movement here is developing a strong, multiracial, multi-generational, pro-working class effort in every part of our country.
That's the key thing there too. That's why they did import the voters. They imported their voters because they're progressive. Because Browns are collective, and I don't mean this to all brown people, right? But like in general, like genetically, you know, the large majority, they're like social people, and you know, you see that they really care about this collective, you know, idea. And for the most part, the tax burden is higher than what they input into the country. Like illegals do pay some taxes, but they cost an exorbitantly greater amount of money fiscally to the country.
Food stamps.
Obamacare. Dude, doesn't it suck how Trump turned out to just be a colossal sack of shit? Like worthless, just a worthless sack of shit.
Yeah, I voted for him twice. I would have voted for him 3 times, but I was 16 in 2016. Yeah, I really do feel let down. It is a stab in the back. He chose his side. He's very adamantly not Christian. I don't know if you saw that video. I don't have it in the clip, or in the script, but there's a video circulating where he says, "I am not Christian, but I need the Christian vote. Get out and vote, Christians." Do we have it?
Yeah, we will. I'll hold the topic after, but I want to say this. He's Jewish, and Chuck Schumer.
So this video is significant. Let me set this up. So if you remember, who's the Fetterman? Fetterman came out and he said, we need to be supporting Israel. We need to be doing more for Israel. And Chuck Schumer, you know, these people represent the old guard of the Democratic Party. And so there seems to be a divide in the Democratic Party. Watch this.
I could press buttons today.
I can't either.
The view of Palestinians is simple. Well, the Europeans treated the Jews badly, culminating in the Holocaust, and they gave them our land as compensation.
So boring.
Of course, we say it's our land. The Torah says it. But they don't believe in the Torah. So that's the reason there is not peace. They invent other reasons, but they do not believe in a Jewish state. And that is why we in America must stand strong with Israel through thick and thin. We must, because that is the reason, not any of these other false shibboleths, why there is not peace in the Middle East. Too many people don't understand that here in America. The view of Palestinians.
I'm like so bored of this shit.
Yeah,
Let's just play the clavicular video, please. We got a clavicular
so
clip.
boring, dude. I'm so sorry, dude. This is like, I'm bored of my own show right now.
Let's play the clav clip.
It's a Saturday, and we're talking about Chuck Schumer, talking about the Jews. Why is everyone just talking about Jews all the time? Why is this everything about Jewish people now? It's just so boring. It's so boring. It's like, look, anything I would say right here will get us kicked off of YouTube. So I'm just going to hold my mouth here. But it's just like, yeah, we're going to have to do it. You're going to have to get it done.
Gonna have to.
Gonna have to get it done, sir. We're gonna have to get it done. I want to kill myself. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, obviously. We don't promote death here.
No, we gotta get it done, though.
Yeah, but we gotta get it done. We gotta get it done. We're gonna have to figure it out.
Play the clav clip.
What is this?
Just check. I mean, who cares?
Why is Goblin using your Cybertruck if you broke up? Are you that much of a simp? Does she have you by the balls?
Okay, bro. Yes, she has me by the balls, obviously. Obviously, she has me by the fucking balls.
Do I get to do Zoom calls with you at the VIP on school?
Does she have you by the balls? Like, what do you think? An ex-girlfriend of a fucking famous influencer could obviously wreck them in 10 seconds just like posting a bunch of videos on TikTok. Like, of course, dude, are you fucking retarded? I swear to God, my chat is retarded.
Same.
We can relate to that.
I can relate. That's very relatable.
That's very relatable.
It's very relatable. Just not the famous part.
So he's letting his ex-girlfriend, who he broke up with, drive his truck and stuff and live in his house and eat all his food because he doesn't want to deal with the drama that comes with her leaking shit to the press. What a world we live in, folks.
Well, the hard part with this stuff is, and what remains is like, I've actually remained, like in my situation, I've remained the good guy. Like I haven't leaked anything.
That's true.
I haven't leaked anything about my family. I have never even explained to people, even with my tell-all, I never explained like how horrible and criminal and abusive some of these people were. And I'm not gonna use any names or anything, but abusive to me and absolutely cruel to the point that, you know, I was trying to move out of my house before my wife asked for a divorce, but she did divorce me. That's, everyone says, oh, she ran away or something. No, she tried to get ahead of it because it turns out she had this weird idea to steal the kids, which was really, really nasty. And it hasn't worked. And I've been doing things the right way. I've been doing things legally and through lawyers. And I've just been dealing with the fallout of having a crazy ex and her gay brother who is like, it's just such a gay guy thing, you know? I'm gonna be the dad of your kids. And like, it's like, yeah, nigga, because you can't have kids because you're a faggot, you know? Like, it's like, go back to Berlin, Eli, and go get fucked in your ass like you like to do at the fucking Berghain. We all know about that. You've told me about it. But, you know, I'm not going to go off, you know, and make, you know, a million videos about it. It's just like, I just got some gay-ass Australian guy teaming up with my wife, a woman, and working with Jews to try to like slander me consistently and like almost like daily or anytime I make, basically you guys know that anytime I win in court, because most of my documents are sealed and most of these are sealed things. They do another attack. Like, so every time I make a win, like when they sent the FBI informant guy to follow me around CPAC, the same guy who made up this whole rumor, by the way, same person, and we got him kicked out. Then they like release more videos and more recordings. And every time we like I find out that they sent the guy that started this rumor that was used to slander me, they sent him to follow me. He was secretly recording me all around CPAC. And he works with Matthew Tierman and with Milo. And he's just like, it's like this like weird ring of people because they don't have any more blackmail on me. So then they're trying to find new blackmail. So they actually came to CPAC and started recording me. And I caught him. And he got kicked out and lied and said he was like working with, you know, he's working with people. These people are nasty. So I get where Clab's coming from because, you know, like, I don't know. Like it's very hard for a man to like really talk shit about your ex, especially if it's like, they don't have a, wait, isn't he having a kid with her? Is that the one he's having a kid with?
Yeah, apparently.
Is she pregnant?
Last I heard, she was pregnant. It could have been one of those bait and switch things. Like maybe she said she was pregnant so she could stay with him. She seems like a psycho like that. I haven't heard anything about the baby.
But
recently.
if she's pregnant, then that would make sense that she's around. Because you still want to be a good father.
Yeah, I don't know if he's mentioned that recently. Chat, do we know about that? Chat, let us know.
Yeah, I don't know. But she's also like, it shows you too, because like he gets with way hotter Stacey's, you know, all the time.
Yeah.
And basically what it turns out is you realize like she's not that hot. And usually we end up settling with women that aren't that hot. Would you agree with that? Like the real relationships, you don't get with the baddies. You don't get with the baddies. Yeah. You get with like the mids.
We all need like a sub 5, like, you know,
yeah, you marry and get with like a 5.
A modest sub 5 woman that's just gonna like not, you know, she might be competitive with other women, but you know, she'll know her place. She's not gonna be doing too much. She's not gonna be talking to other dudes as much. But at the same time, they'll still ruin your life just like every other woman. Like once you stay with them for long enough, they'll always turn.
Women are good at one thing, and that's destroying things that men build.
Destroying the man's ego that they're with.
Yeah, they try to destroy men, and they actually will do it even at like, one of the crazy things is that I realized that my ex doesn't actually love my kids because she's trying to hurt their dad and lying about their dad, me, to try to hurt me. And she's keeping them away from their father off of no legal grounds, by the way, which is why the courts order her back.
Yeah.
And she's doing this. And then right when I'm about to get back with my kid, she's like, well, I'm just going to lie about him in the public and I'm going to spread shit about him and I'm going to fuck him up. And it's like, you would lie to your kids about their father just to hurt me? that shows you have no love for your children. You don't have any love for your kids. That's a selfish, narcissistic quality, but it's redundant. That's a female quality. It's like you're just thinking about yourself. And here's what's funny. I was talking to the hairstylist, who I love, by the way. She's fantastic. And she was like, wanted to know an update because she's like been tracking, they're like little like psychiatrists, these hairdressers.
Yeah.
And I have to go to a hairdresser, not to a barber, because I've really like straight hair and it's very hard to cut. And the Indians always butcher it. And the Mexicans do too. And if you get a black barber, he just makes you look like you're from the hood. They just like give you like line work and stuff. I don't like that. But she was like hearing everything. And then she literally asked me a question like, well, how are you feeling in all this? And I literally looked at her and I smirked and I go, you don't care about how I feel about this. You just wanted to hear the drama. I go, girls don't actually care how men feel. I go, she started laughing. She's like, this is so bad, but it's true. I don't care. She's like, my ex was like a closeted homosexual or whatever. And he thought like, I basically thought she cared about like his emotions. And it's like, I don't care. It's like, they like your drama. That's what guys don't get. Like girls want you to talk about your drama. They want to hear about like, oh, what did he say? And what did she say? And what's going on in court and this, but like how they ask, how is Elijah going, but not how is Elijah doing? No, but no one cares about me. Nobody cares. No, but that's where you get in as a guy. Like once you realize nobody cares about you as a guy, okay? This is why you have to have Christ and you have to have God, because I was talking to one of my lawyers today, and he was like, your in-law, your families, they're just. I won't say anything about them, but these are just remarkably evil people. They're very, very heinous, very, very heinous and very, very vindictive and rude. And this is like, they're mean to your kids. And I was like, I know they are. They've been like that, and they don't care about my children. And then it's like, we're talking, and it's like, and then I realized I owe my lawyer some money. He's talking to me because I'm paying him. He's like, if I have someone who cares, and then it's like, you're paying your lawyer. If you want people to care, this is why guys like brothels and stuff. Like the reason where the hand job from the massage hand job comes in. I read a tweet translated from Japanese where the guy was like, he laid. You were here for that he laid in the big boobies at the hand job parlor in Japan, and then she said that like she'd be his mommy and he's her little baby boy, and he never felt more understood in his life while he was fondling her boobies. And it's like, as a man, you're just like, men will literally just go and pay a woman to pretend like she cares about them just to actually see what it feels like for a woman to care about you. And, there's a few women out there who care, but like, I was listening to William's dad. William's dad, Will Sexton?
Great. Awesome guy.
Yeah, but James Sexton, his dad.
Yeah, he red-pilled me on women.
Yeah, so James Sexton, the big divorce lawyer, said, like divorces always happen. And like breakups, not just divorces, but legal big breakups, happen. He's like a, celebrity, attorney. And he's like, it's mostly the loss of a job, a loss of a good career. When women almost never stay, no matter how good the relationship was. He said over 70% of the time when you have a good career and you lose it, like you get canceled or something happens, women leave.
Yeah.
And they leave because there's no opportunity. And I know that. You ready for this? Mm-hmm. The girls were talking while they're doing my hair. They're sweet. They're sweethearts. And they're going to some wedding thing tonight for their friend. And you know what the girl asks?
What?
She goes, is he a good guy? And she goes, what do you mean? And she goes like, does he have a good job? Does he have a good job? Like, I was like, is he a good guy? Does he make a lot of money? Yeah. Is he got money for her? And it's like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because it's like, that's so true. And I love it when a bitch acts like a woman though. Like I like it when a girl's just like, yeah, I don't care about your emotions. Like, thank you. Don't pretend to do so and then trick me and then try to steal half my stuff just because you fucked me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. But I think that the crazy thing with Clav is that Clav is experiencing at a really young age a little bit of like a little bit older of like what Justin Bieber experienced, where like he's having his young crash outs, but it's all like in front of the public, and it's got to be fucking depressing. Yeah. Like, I'm old now. I'm 47 years old. Okay, I am 47 years old, and that's what I saw some comment. There's like, "Shut up, motherfucker! You're 47. Get off the internet." So I'm 47 according to the internet today.
Yeah.
Apparently I have a double chin. I'm 47. They said that I'm a gay pedophile, and then they also say that I've murdered my entire family. But like, I can handle that because I'm a grown ass adult, and I've had like bullshit people say all types of stupid stuff. But I think if I was 20 and my prefrontal cortex hadn't fully developed, because you ever notice when you were younger in your 20s, people always want to know about people. Like there used to have friend groups in your early 20s, and people talk about people like, dude, did you see what he did? And we had like Hermes here in blue, and they're like always like asking me about people, you know, like, oh, what about this guy? And I'm just like, whatever. I don't say anything back, you know. I'm just always like, yeah. It's like, well, what about like, you know, this I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But what about this guy and this interview? And like, what do you think about them? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really think about these people. I don't think about them. But I noticed that guys in their 20s, particularly guys or people like they're still in that like high school mindset, like, oh, we're not friends and this and that. But I think when you get like 26, 27, you kind of realize you're just on your own in life. Nobody's coming to save you, and nobody gives a fuck about you genuinely, except maybe your mom. Except maybe your mom if you have a good relationship, and your dad in some cases like my dad has unconditional love for me. And he even wrote that on my birthday card. He wrote me a card and said, yeah, I have unconditional love. There's no strings attached to this love for you. I will always care for you, and I'll just be here for you because you're my son. And that's what God does for us, right? He's just there for us in times. But my dad's getting older, you know? And my grandma, you know, she loves me. I played some worship songs for her and for her 83rd birthday, and she just cried and worshiped God, and it was really sweet. And you know, she has unconditional love. She's just like, you know, like, it's nice to hear this. It's like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry that your family's so rude to you. Because by the way, my wife won't even let my grandma or my dad or anybody see the kids. Like, she cut the kids off from the whole family, which is proof that she's lying, because she's not worried about me. She's cut the family off. And my grandma was really sad. It's their great grandma. She flew out here from South Carolina to see her great grandkids, which she thought were going to be here. And my ex-wife won't even let my great grandma see their kids. Isn't that fucked up? You won't even, like, not even with me, not even if I wasn't around, she won't let the great grandma see the kids. It's a fucked up situation. And I just feel bad for Clav a little bit. And I think I always feel bad for Justin and people because, like, even Hermes, I told him, I was like, dude, you're kind of young for being in this, you know? Like you really want to be like Nazi saluting at 20 years old? Like, you don't want to like maybe see if you wanted a normal life, you know? maybe you want to be hireable.
Well, that's kind of the thing, right?
Did you want to be maybe?
Young people today, we don't really see a better life anyway. So why not? I think that's kind of that's what he's going for. It's like, well, there really is no future for us anyway, so might as well talk about the Jews and throw up the Sig Heils. I get it. I don't agree with the Sig Heil thing, but I get it. A lot of people are doing it. I think that phase will move along, though. At some point, people will get over it. He actually is getting over it. He doesn't like throw up Sig Heils or, you know, he doesn't talk about Hitler at all. He's moved past that, as many others will in the near future. Hermes. He doesn't talk about Hitler anymore. He doesn't talk about Nazi stuff. You know, he asked I don't even know if he's doing the, you know, how many cookies can you bake in 4 years or whatever. He's not doing those questions anymore. He's talking about immigration. He's talking about women. And that's about it, I think. And he's also innovating these days. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, I love someone's like, why did you piss off your wife? I love people defend women. Like, hey, you did something that made her mad so she could break the law. It's like, you gotta stop defending women, guys. You gotta stop defending women. You simp. You white knights, like,
well, you need to get the perspective.
Yeah, you need to like know what's going on in this country. Like, it's like, well, maybe the criminal was raised poorly. It's like, well, you can't fucking shoot people on the street because you had a sad childhood. You know, yeah, you can't do things that are evil because you feel like you were wronged. And also, I already told you guys that Sarah Stark thing that's a complete bogus bullshit thing that has nothing to do with my marriage. Has nothing to do with my divorce. We filed for divorce before any of that stuff even came out.
Didn't she text you saying she knew nothing about it?
Yeah, she texted me when that stuff came out and said, I've never heard anything about this. She goes, I didn't know anything about this. This is after we already filed for divorce. So it has nothing to do with that. It really just has to do with the fact that women are very vindictive. And that's why, like, I was actually talking to my hairdresser and I was like, you know, the next girlfriend I get, I don't think I'm really explain to her what I do. Like, I'm just gonna tell her, like, I don't know. I talk about the news, you know? Mm-hmm. That's it. Like, I talk about the news and like, I don't want her watching my show. I don't want her around. Like, I just kind of want to like sit down and like have her talk to me about how she understood Bus Boys or something like that. Like the movie, like I'll just sit down and have her talking about her crocheting or like the drama with her friends and pretend to care, you know? And be like, yeah, it's really interesting. I really have no other things to worry about than what she said to you in that tone of voice, huh? No, but jokes aside, I don't think that I want, because I have a couple girls that when the divorce is finalized want to date, and I think I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah,
I'm womened out. I'm like womened out. I'm just like
lifed out.
Well, I'm just womened out. Like, I've just seen that even the virgin Christian girl can turn into like an evil person, and I'm just, the only thing I'm sad about, guys, I'm not sad about anything, is just trying to hurt the kids, you know? I like unfortunately,
well, everyone's seen the,
it's really sad.
Everyone's seen the story today. You know, the stuff's going around. Everyone's calling you a pedophile, which is totally baseless. Obviously, the person involved allegedly is coming in your defense. We actually talked to him the other day. He's you guys are still friends, and he's never said anything like that about you. But think about it for the audience. Imagine your ex-wife tells the world when your kids are, how old are your kids?
On your birthday.
How old
by
are
the
your
way,
children?
On my birthday.
They're like 1 and 2 or something?
Yeah, they're like 1.5 and 3, yeah.
So they're 1.5 and 3. So let's say that this story sticks at all, which it won't, obviously, once the court docs come out and show that it's all bogus. But think about instilling that in the minds of children, that their father is a pedophile, and they grow up with that idea that their father is a pedophile. Like, that is the most evil, fucking vindictive, vengeful thing I've ever seen, probably in my life, a woman do, actually. Women do crazy things in divorces, but that is a line way too far, even for the average psycho bitch, you know. Not to say, you know.
Yeah, it's what it is it's Clav is going through this thing where he's realizing, like, shit, you know, you're like, Clav's sex tapes will probably come out soon too. I'm sure some girl's gonna release those.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them. So poor guy. But I think it's kind of interesting. And I like how people who are not in my life, who don't know anything about my life, and they just read things on Twitter, like they'll start writing things like, well, you did this. No, I didn't. You just read that on the internet. It's like, yeah, well, you cheated with this girl because you read it on the fucking internet. You fucking losers. You're like, it's like, well, they basically just start quoting. That's what this is, by the way. It's people quoting other people on the internet who said things without evidence. All the time my life is like this. But I do think that you do get over it pretty easily. In fact, that you're just like, what are they saying now?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying the only thing that actually is near and dear to my heart is not having children harmed. And the most important thing to me in my entire life, my wife knows this because she hand wrote me a card several months ago saying that I was one of the most wonderful people and I'm the best dad to our boys and I take care of them. And she's just lying now. And it's really sad because really all that I care about in life is that my children are safe and they're protected from evil people. And I was gonna become a pediatrician, guys. I was just hanging out with my friend today. It's really sad stuff. His daughter was over. I was helping babysit with the boys because his wife just accidentally had premature birth in Australia, and he's here on a journalistic thing, and his baby is not breathing, man. His baby's, I'm not gonna say the names of the people, but you guys would know him. He's been on the show, and it's not Ben. So it's not Ben. So you guys don't. He'll be here later. But I just had a friend here, you know, and I just embraced him. You know, there's like not a lot of reasons to like hug for a long time as guys. But like when your kid's dying, like his son is dying, and I pray to God he doesn't die.
Pray for him,
yeah,
audience.
I pray to God he doesn't die, and I said a big prayer. And you know what's weird? There's like a moment where it's not like I just grasped him from behind, like he's sitting on the chair, like just distraught because his kid's, you know, I saw like a newborn baby on a ventilator, you know, and you know they're doing CPR on his son, and he's not even there to be with his wife. Imagine this: your wife is dealing with a dying kid, and you're not there for your wife or for your kid. You don't get to see your kid, you know, and that's a long journey. He had to go straight from here to the airport to get back to Australia. And like, what do you do in a situation like that, you know? And I just kind of gripped him and just like squeezed onto him, and then like he just kind of like latched on and like grabbed my arm, and, like laid his head in, like it was very, 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 very emotional, very, very sad. But like, you know, not to get emotional, but it's
Men
like, you know,
love
it's like
their kids.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Like that's his son he never met. You know, he never met his son. And, you know, he's showing me the son, and he's like, you know, I can't imagine what he's going through. I cannot imagine what he's going through right now. And my heart is with him, and I was praying with him. And you know, you felt that like he was just happy to have somebody there, you know, like because you're just freaking out because your kid is hurt, and like there's no greater love, you know. And we were playing with his daughter, and you know, his daughter loves me, loves Georgie, met her too. She's a sweetheart, and like I was, you know, bought her some little slimes and playing with her, and I'm like, you know, it's really a shame because as a dad, you know, and I relate to him on this, like there's nothing you care about more than your safety of your kids, you know, and there's nothing that I've always cared about more than protecting children and protecting, you know, especially my kids, but any kids from harm. And so, you know, to realize that women would go out and do something like that and say something so heinous based off of a super chat that was on a podcast that there's no evidence for anything on, and they would do it on your birthday to try to skirt the court, to try to get out of court. It didn't work, by the way. See ya in court. See ya in court. You better be there. So to try to do that, it shows you that we live in a world where people just don't care about truth. And people are like, well, you did this. do you know anything I've done? Or did somebody tell you things that I've done? Because that's an interesting thing that I've always found on the internet. It's like, people tell me that too all the time, like about Benny Johnson. And then he did this, and then he did this. And it's like, no, he didn't. Like even in that thing where it's like, they had sleepovers. Elijah used to have sleepovers with Benny. No, he didn't. Where the fuck did you get? Because I was a childhood friend of his. We had sleepovers many times. And then it goes into many times, right? He had sleepovers with Benny many times. And you go, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never slept in a room with Benny Johnson or at his house. Like, I don't know what the fuck you are talking about. But then they do that. And poor Benny's been getting attacked like ruthlessly as well on some bullshit. And like Benny's just trying to raise 5 kids, you know? He's got a lot of kids. He posts them on the internet a lot. I reached out to him, you know? I was like, dude, I'm sorry that people are just like what's the point of attacking Benny Johnson right now? You know, he's turning on Israel, right? He's turning on Israel. He's raising 5 kids. You know, you don't know anything about him. You have no idea about him. I was friends with him growing up. He was always a good guy. He was always pretty upstanding. Yeah, he's a sinner. Maybe he sins differently than you. I'm sure he's had some low seasons and some crash outs in his younger life. Who didn't? Yeah. Who didn't? Who didn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't have crash outs now? But I just don't like that. You know, and he kind of made a pretty good video about that, about just like, why is everyone like being negative and attacking me when I'm like literally just trying to tell our side about the news? And it's like, what you realize is there's this entire implantation of a movement within our movement to try to destroy anyone who's resisting the neocons. So I believe that Benny's being attacked right now because he came out against Israel. That's my opinion. That is my opinion, and I believe it's true. I believe it's factual.
Well, yeah. What happened to him happened like, 2 weeks after he came out against Israel? All the allegations that came out?
Yeah.
It was as soon as he attacked Israel,
it was days
they tried to
after that,
assassinate his character. Same thing happened to you, and they're still trying to this day. It's like they do it to everybody, but you know, we're going to be here the next 40 years, everybody. So whether you like it or not, we'll be here.
Shit, dude,
our numbers will go up.
Breaking news just came out today. Ozzy Osbourne just died.
He's been dead, bro.
No, he died right now.
No, Ozzy's been dead for like 4.5 months or something.
No. So I've been doing that to guests for like 6 years on the show. About people have watched long enough. I always just randomly bring it up, dude. Ozzy Osbourne just died, and I always get. This is before he died, though. I don't, dude. That's even better now that he's dead. We got to start telling people stuff. We got to start doing things like that. Like, oh my gosh, John McCain just died. John McCain just died right now. Oh my gosh, he's shot in the head. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and he did it so that Meghan McCain would lose weight. Oh my gosh, from grief. It's like people believe anything. You can say anything on the internet, people will believe it, you know? And that's just kind of the thing. That's like the whole point. You can say anything on the internet and people believe it. But this is just a shit stream. We don't really have much to talk about.
Maybe we
today.
Should start doing that. Maybe we'll just be like a total propaganda show, and it's just going to be fake news.
Well, remember when I said my wife was Jewish?
We're going to attack our enemies. We're going to say, you know, Milo Yiannopoulos like just got fucked by a donkey in Kuwait, you know?
Well, he actually does have kids
We
stuff.
have it on video.
He has kid stuff.
Yeah, well,
he does.
We'll find it.
No, he does. He does. He's got some pretty crazy stuff.
Well, he's also like getting railed in the ass by a black guy, and
yeah, but nobody cares.
Allegedly is addicted to opiates. So. Allegedly.
No, he's on a lot of drugs, dude. He basically got kicked out.
I think he's the mastermind behind this whole character assassination.
Well, I think he's involved on the James O'Keefe stuff too with Matthew Tierman. I believe it's a full operation, and I wouldn't be surprised if Milo had anything to do with the attempted assassination or doxing as well of Nick Fuentes. I wouldn't be surprised if Milo did. Not saying that he did. I said I wouldn't be surprised if he did have something to do with it, because he has something to do with everything. And it's like, why is it that my brother-in-law built a dossier and immediately he says he's anti-Semitic, immediately goes to a Jewish guy, right? Isn't that weird?
Well, he built it for Milo to leak, and the whole dossier is just emails shared between him and Milo. That's the whole dossier. It's just him talking to Milo, and then he screenshots the email and he puts it in a dossier and leaks it. So I think he's the mastermind behind all this, and he's bringing everyone into this attack on you, because really it's about him, but he's trying to make it about your wife, and he's painting this picture of your wife like she's some innocent angel. And so he's using that to bring people in, like, we need to protect Kezia. It's like, no, it's really about his revenge on you for whatever you guys had happen. I don't know exactly when that falling out was, probably a long time ago, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to mention it, but I'm
ever since. I mean, he was waiting. There's
a bombshell here. There's a bombshell here that I could say about my wife that would make it all make sense why I wanted a divorce or wanted to be separated. And I didn't want the divorce. I wanted to be separated, but why I was going to go to counseling and stuff. But she did something that would make divorce okay to go through. And so I kind of wanted out, possibly. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say it because I have kids, but it's in the divorce proceedings. So it's in court, and it's going to be sealed, hopefully, for my kids' sake. I would like it not to be unsealed because I don't want it to come out. Because I don't want my kids knowing bad things about mommy. So I don't want that to happen. Because I still have that nature of me to protect my children from like having a warped view of their mom, right? And I don't want to. I'm not gonna tell my kids mommy did all this bad stuff to daddy unless they ask about it when they're older. You know, like, hey, what happened? It's like, okay, I'll tell you what happened. And then the internet has
the truth.
Basically whatever the truth is. The internet has the exact opposite, and that's what they did is to try to like. My whole life's been like that's like malign, lie. But Nick Fuentes too. Like Nick Fuentes is a good Catholic guy. I know him. He doesn't drink. He doesn't have sex. And then what happens? They say that they have videos of him sucking penises. It's like, that's heinous. Like, that's gross, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't, like, and it's like, dude, there is like half of the population believes that Nick got blown by Destiny. And Destiny even played into it, you know? Like, oh, well, you know, we don't know who it is. And it's like, that's so sad. You can literally be a good Catholic boy, to have no sex. It's just edgy humor. That's all. It's like his only crime is he says edgy things. You know, he's not violent. He doesn't have calls for violence. He's always joking. I'm just joking. It's a joke. He's just joking. And he gets maligned and slandered. And I think that we see a pattern here. Even Candace. Candace is apparently bisexual in a gay marriage, and Tucker Carlson is a foreign agent. That could be true. I don't know. But
yeah, they're pulling out all the stops to prevent this movement from gaining any traction. They're pulling out all the stops.
And you guys are buying it because you're fucking goyim.
It might be a rough season for right-wing streamers.
It will be.
But eventually we will be the Tucker Carlsons. We will be the Megyn Kellys. We will be the Piers Morgans. Think about in the next 40 years, who's setting themselves up to be the media establishment? It is us. It's Nick Fuentes. I would even say Steven Crowder, Candace even. So this is the future, and they know it's the future, and they're trying everything they can to discredit the voices of the right wing, the real right wing, before we actually gain power. But unfortunately for them, it's too late. I think it was 30% or something of White House staffers. This is an internal poll. We're groypers already. So think about in the next 5 years. And Nick can run for president, I believe, in 2037, I believe. So we got 10 years.
Right. And by the way, we also got confirmation right now that Stacey's mom has still got it going on. So, you know, the thing is, what I've noticed is there is a coordinated attack, and there's also going to be, although I'm at the point now where they're just making shit up. They have been for a long time, but they just make shit up. But it doesn't matter because the Goyim eat it up. And that's what I realized. Like, I'll watch them. I'll be like, this isn't going to gain any traction. This is stupid. And then it's like,
I was literally on FaceTime.
It's just stupid Goyim.
On FaceTime with the
Some
guy.
Some of them are in the chat.
With the guy that they're saying you molested as a teen. I was on FaceTime with him yesterday, and we're having a great conversation. He loves Elijah. You know, it's like, where is this even coming from?
I'm just going to say this.
It came from a clip of a streamer reacting to a super chat.
Some people are getting sued for some of these things. I just am not allowed to sue anyone right now while I'm in court, but people are getting sued, and not just by me. In fact, some of these people that they're talking about, they're suing too. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say who's getting sued, but there's some nasty lawsuits being drafted up right now because it's been proven, and you know, the courts are saying it is defamation with malice, even though I'm a public figure. But you know, if you're claiming people were victimized and things that are not true, and they weren't, and they know they weren't, you're defaming them, and they're going to hold you accountable. So like, a lot of these people don't think about the consequences of their actions. And just because I've been stuck in these other trials with the FBI and stuff, I haven't been able to sue. I have 5 years to sue. Like, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get every single person, especially the previous people who worked for me. I'm going to fucking fry your fucking ass, dude. They're so cooked. I told one of my ex-employees, you better get a fucking lawyer, dude. And he's like, it's like, you know, tell him like, you know, you better get a lawyer because I just want you guys to prepare because they're coming. And it's like, I think that's what we have to do now in the future. We have to just lawfare and bankrupt people for lying. I think we have to do that. I think we have to do that.
I agree with you. We do. These people need to
stop being nice.
We need to stop being nice. These people need justice. Justice must be had, and it's ours.
Yeah.
These people deserve it. They're evil. And you know what? They're the last roadblock in the way of really the right-wing success. It's all the slanderers. It's the malign actors. A lot of them are foreign, getting money. It's like it's probably like 90% of all the right-wing people on Twitter are getting paid by Influenceable. It's like, this is a, pro-Israel group.
I'm not allowed to say that.
I can, right?
Yeah.
And that's just true. I mean, that's out. Everyone knows that. And if you don't, now you do.
Hold up.
And there's really only a few credible voices on the right. It's Elijah, it's Nick, it's Steven Crowder. There's really not many. I would, Candace, she's not very credible, I would say. I don't know how credible I would call her, but
well,
she's done a lot of work, I just don't know how credible. But anyway, whatever this is.
I don't want beef. This is a large festival in Canada. Now, the biggest Sikh festival in Western history.
I wonder what that smells like. Imagine the smell.
I think Sikhs are hygienic.
Look at all these Aryan soldiers.
So they're not here to integrate. They're not here to adopt our culture. They're here to be themselves. They're here to just distract from our goals. How can you have an army and I know Sikhs did fight for Britannia, right? They did. I think the Sikhs did fight for Britain in World War II.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I remember something.
I know they're warriors.
That.
I know they're warriors. Maybe I'm wrong on them. But I think that the Sikhs, Punjabis, they have territorial disputes with the other Indians, right? There's clashes on whether Punjab is real.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't like each other.
Yeah, I don't like either of them.
It's like still though, have that fight in your own country, don't come to ours. And all these people now, they're immigrating to America from Canada. That was a story we covered about a week ago. Taking a picture.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, for all the SOBs in the Discord, we're going to be taking calls on this show. So if you'd like to hop in the Discord now, we would appreciate it. And we'll take some, I don't really know. What are we going to talk about? Maybe we talk about the Democratic position changing against Israel or something.
1 second.
Let's see here. Vapor1 says, "SAR, do not redeem." Good. What was the Cheetah Man says, "SAR, we as Canadians, SAR." Goat, so true.
Oh, I'm just messaging my hairstylist.
Yeah, we love her.
We love her. She told me, she said, "Good luck tonight on your show."
Is she watching? Are you watching?
No. She's at a wedding thing. I'm a married man, SAR, still. I can't be. It's just a hairdresser.
Well, technically you can, right? I'm pretty sure you
I think we're legally separated.
Yeah, you can be dating, bro.
I don't know if that's moral.
Yeah, it is.
Can you morally do that biblically? I don't think you can.
Were you married in the church?
Yeah.
Which church?
Protestant church.
Then no, it doesn't matter.
It's not even a real marriage.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, it's a real divorce though.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I said? By the way, I was actually talking to her because these girls are divorced as well. And I was like, why do they let divorce drag out like this? It takes 1 day to get married. Why is divorce let me get divorced, sign a paperwork, and boom, it's gone? Why is divorce?
There really is no reason to get married. Why would anyone do it today? There's zero reason to do it other than maybe if
I'd
you're
get remarried.
Christian.
I'd get remarried to the prenup.
I think I will eventually get married, but in the church outside of the government. I kind of don't want the government involved.
I think so too. I'll get married in the Orthodox Church.
Yeah, I'll get married in the church in Greece and then come back and we'll be married under God. That's really all that matters. The government really shouldn't have any say in that, but also get a prenup.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, what about taxes though? It's like, dude, trust me, I would have paid all my taxes the last few years to save myself from this bullshit.
Totally worth it. Fuck the tax breaks. Not worth it.
My wife did some things that the church would have annulled our marriage, and they would have said, you're annulled. She did some things that I don't want to mention, but she did things that would have made our marriage annulled and the church would have annulled it. And so I feel like, it's crazy because it's like I think the church is the one that has the authority in this stuff, you know. And Romans 3:23, we for all sin and fallen short of the glory of God. Believe me, I'm not saying I'm not to blame for half my marriage's problems. I am, you know. I just don't understand why in divorce they make it seem like the guy is the full fault, and you're like, you could be like, she threw a plate at my head, Your Honor, and I lost my right eye, and he's like, but did you call her a meanie poopy pie one time? Because that's pretty similar. And you're like,
well, this
really?
is what happens when you let women become lawyers, when you let women litigate, when you let women create laws and become the governors. This is always going to happen in a female-dominated society, and it needs to stop. We need to reverse this shit as soon as possible. You really do. Like, it's so hopeless. You almost need a very radical regime to topple what we have now and just like go in and get it done. You just got to get it done. We just got to get it done. There's no way around it.
What about this? Speaking of weird marriage stuff, what about this is a big topic right now about gay dads adopting boys.
We are on our way to the hospital because Brianna was having some symptoms. Her left arm was going numb and tingly, and she had a horrible headache. So our doctor said, head on in.
It's literally me and you. That's you. I'm the blonde guy.
Hair in that cap. It is in my curls right now, ready to go. Nathan has his bandana on. Are you ready?
That's me. Now that you said it, I can't see it.
We are professionals. This is our second time. Here we go, baby. Pray for us. Pray for us.
Pray for us.
Brianna.
Yeah, maybe we
God
should just
forbid a couple gay niggas.
Let's just get a
keep
surrogate.
a child from their mother.
Let's get a surrogate and just have like.
I'm taking mommy applications, by the way. I'm taking mommy applications. Do you know what's so crazy? Is like I will literally tell women like how dysfunctional the people have acted in my life, and I'm like, yeah, and there's also the whole FBI lawsuit stuff, and people are saying crazy shit about me every day on the internet, and girls are just like they're just like horny, and they're like giving me their numbers and stuff. We just talked about this. Like they all love it. They love it. They love a messy guy. And so maybe like I'll just tell people that this is happening forever. I'll never stop telling girls this is happening.
Because they're emotional. It's like women, they love you if you make them feel a lot of shit. Like that's why they always go for the bad boy and not the good guy. Because the good guy, like they know
take care of him.
They know exactly what they're going to get with him. There's no surprises. There's no excitement. They're always going to go for the guy that creates drama, that makes them feel a lot, like gives them a lot of anxiety because they believe that is like love.
Chicks love anxiety.
They really do. Like they believe that if they feel a lot of shit, they actually love this guy. That's why like guys will beat their wives and the wives will stay for a prolonged period of time. It's like they still love them. They think that's the feelings that come out of that is love. It's like super.
Someone in the chat said, by the way, that this is that in this situation with the guys, this is the only time they support a kidnapper. Just go steal the kids. Yeah, it's like, dude, my kid got stolen. They're probably better off. Is it a straight person that stole your kid? Probably better off. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's so gross. That's so gross.
Yeah, Third Coast Texas Toast says, I've been divorced for over 10 years and I've never had the urge to marry again. I get it.
Yeah, but I need a woman to help me to help me raise the kids. It's like
you need a replacement for real.
Yeah.
Someone that's nice and loves kids and
it's not mean.
Yeah.
Just don't want to be with a mean
Ideally,
woman
you're
anymore.
not married to this woman.
No, I just like but like I get scared sometimes because I wonder, are all women mean?
All women have the capacity to be evil, yeah, for sure. Just like all men do as well.
Yeah, men can be really rude. They can be really detached. And
we all have the capacity at different stages of our life to be totally different than what we consider ourselves. Sometimes we can be evil, all of us, but women are definitely, just because they're emotional. They're so emotional. I think their evil is more prevalent in many ways. Our evil is like exerted outward into the world. Their evil is all in their own home. Like they'll go after their husbands and like take the kids away. We just want to like rule the world, and conquer shit. Yeah, they say in divorce that divorce lawyers say that the guys come and go, I want a divorce. I want this as quick and easy as possible. She can have half my stuff, and we'll share custody of the kids. And the women come in and they're like, kill him, murder him, kill his mom and his dog, burn his house down, skin his feet, and hang his toenails as a necklace that I can wear into court. And they're like, bitch, what the? They literally say that every girl comes in and wants to destroy the man, and the man just wants to end the marriage. That shows you that women shouldn't be involved in divorce because they don't have virtuous intentions. Their intentions are to cause. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's specific cases, like if you're getting beaten, then like maybe
If there's criminal activity,
if there's criminal activity, then like, yeah, you should be able to do it. But outside of that,
yeah, unless secretly recording people in a two-party consent state, yeah, like criminal activity like that, yeah, exactly. It's not good. But I also think it's funny too, because it's like I had no desire to have a public divorce, but then I found out my family was gonna be releasing a dossier on me, so I just told them the truth that my wife kidnapped my kids and took them and disappeared. Once I told her we found a stolen car. Once we said that her and her brother were suspects, they disappeared, and her brother fled the country. And that's very serious. Like I love how they like, and he has delusions, and he says that he thinks that my brother's involved in stealing the car. I'm like, your brother is literally a suspect. What do you mean a delusion? Your brother is a suspect. The key suspect, actually. And the only one who seems to be obsessed with telling people that. I love how people say things.
I've heard the story like a million times and it still just doesn't sound real. It's like so insane. That's why I think the internet almost doesn't believe it, your side of the story, because it's just so crazy how it sounds. But it is all true. Well, this all happened.
I can go to jail because it'd be perjury. And this is my testimony in court.
Oh, I know.
I'm not lying in court.
Well, I've seen all the stuff, all the proof. And it is all true. It's all very true. Like, there is a concerted effort to take this guy down. And they're working with Milo Yiannopoulos as well as Kash Patel and the FBI. That was in the last page of the dossier. And what's his name? Francis Moon. He says, yeah, by the way, all of this stuff, if I can, I would like
please get me in contact with
testify
Kash Patel.
For Kash Patel about against Elijah's
character. You know what I noticed too? If Milo wasn't working with the FBI, why would my brother-in-law ask him to put him in direct contact with Kash? You only ask people to put you in contact with people if you know they have the contact. Mm-hmm. Like people ask you to put people in contact with people all the time and say no, they don't want to talk to you.
Well, Milo isn't. He's like he's
cooperative.
There's rumors at the very least that he's an informant. There was text messages that got leaked of him saying, "Yeah, I talked to the FBI. Yes, I did this." So it's like he has at least once talked to the FBI in private. That makes him an informant, effectively. So I'd say it's unlikely he's not doing it anymore. Why wouldn't he be? If that's where he started. I remember he did a toast with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and he said to joining the swamp, and they both did that. So I think he's in it. He wants to gain relevance too through this. Like he's trying to get a comeback going. He just did the podcast circuit like a couple months ago. It went nowhere, obviously. He quickly faded into irrelevance again, as I predicted. But he's trying. And he's using your character to bring him up, or assassinating you to raise him up. And it's just so fucking.
He has no idea how fucking resilient I am, though. These people have no idea. Mm-hmm. I've gone through so much shit from so many lies, and I've already gone through FBI investigations, and I've gone through FBI harassment, and I've had so much shit. And it's like, and guess what? On Monday we'll have a millionaire and a billionaire here to sit down and talk about keeping this operation afloat and moving. That's right. Because you know what?
Multi-billionaire. Multi
coming over to let us know
how much he supports us.
And we're going to do our part and buy him Taco Bell.
Yeah. Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supremes for everyone in the conference room. You know what would be funny? The next thing I should post, we should hook up the piano. Dude, we should hook up the piano to the computer with the microphone, and I should film a high resolution, just do a worship session, like 20 minutes, and just upload a black and white worship session with no comments on X, just singing worship songs and see if people hate on it. It's like people will just hate on worship music. Like, this is great. Oh, this is fantastic. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good idea.
Oh, we're also thinking about doing a Super Smash Bros. Stream as well as a chess stream.
Yeah, we had so little to talk about today that we were. You wonder why we're talking about nonsense? It's because we had it's such a boring day that we were literally just going to hook up the Switch 2 and play games, which would have been more interesting than this show.
Incredibly
this is a boring
slow
show.
News day.
Well, it's a boring show, And the thing is, we had actually a show planned today with some people that couldn't make it. They got held up somewhere, and then the other guy that was going to come on, his child is dying. So we kind of just went, well, I guess we're going to kind of go through with this. And it's kind of like everything in my life. I'm like, I guess we're doing this still. And I told him right before we got on, I'm like, I don't even want to fucking do a stream right now. I just want to relax and watch Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, my mom noticed that. She texted during the stream. She says, you guys need to relax and have a cigar. You both are tired. So messed up what Elijah is going through. Hope he sees his kids soon. Shout out.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Georgie mom.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a cigar, actually, myself right here. I have one. Talk to the people for a second.
Okay, I'm talking to the people. Interestingly, today, also in other news, Sarah Palin, we might pull up the clip later. Can you get me one too? Can you get me, well, I don't want to say it here. We don't talk about drinks on the show. Yeah, but Sarah Palin reposted Nick's clip. What is that? That's kind of interesting. How did that happen? I don't even know. Let's see. I actually haven't even watched the clip yet. We'll pull it up later. But what do you guys think about the chess stream and the Super Smash Bros. Stream? I think it's a good idea, actually. When we have nothing to talk about, when it's a slow news day. Or we can just do shit streams like this. Sarah Palin is a great bet. Yeah, I saw the memes about it. They put her in the great bet top. Look at that tiny little laptop. Hey, fuck you. This is an average size laptop, bro. This is huge. What are you talking about? That's 13 inches. I don't know what Super Smash Bros. Is. Dude, what? Get with it. Guitar MG says, I like chess. I used to play chess or dominoes every day. I got really good at both. Not that double sixes shit. We played with double 24s. Niggs couldn't add. Thank you, pal. Finally. Yeah, thanks, Mom. That's a good idea. Little cigar. Little relax sesh. Let's get the hairstylist on to like do our hair on the show. Yeah, see, Third Coast, Texas Coast says 13 inches is huge. It's fucking massive. It's really as big as you want. I'll put this over here.
Oh.
Really good stuff today.
Yeah, I'm like actually almost just ready to like grab the piano and just start singing songs because it's like it's like kind of where it is right now at the stream.
Yeah. Hey, we still did it though. Okay. We said that we would do a stream
and we did
every day this week, and we followed through. Okay, and we're gonna keep following through.
We have a song actually about cigars. It goes, "I said I'd smoke a cigar, and I didn't have to walk very far, but I."
Wait, hold
then
on.
I rap.
Let's see if you can sing over
what?
this.
Well, this is boogie boogie music.
Fucking do it, dude.
I don't know what we'd sing. I always just have this voice in the song. It's just like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. No, it's good. We actually retrofitted this studio to.
I told everybody to hop in the Discord.
Yeah, we'll bring up the Discord in a second.
If we want to take
We're just shit streaming here. It's just a Saturday and we have nothing to do.
It's just a little shit stream. God forbid. We do a little shitting on stream. It's good to be here with you all, though. Thanks for joining us. You guys are loyal, man. You guys come in every show. It's the same people in chat. And we love ideas, too. If you want to see new segments on the show, get in the Discord or chat during the show. We'll actually take note of it.
R. Kelly
We're
peed on me.
About new segments.
What? Sorry, someone said to sing some R. Kelly, and I just want to say R. Kelly peed on me. I've always
that was his accusation?
Yeah,
is he still in jail?
Dude, yeah, I went to a free R. Kelly protest in Chicago. Free R. Kelly. This has been times in my life where I just go to protests for fun because they're really fun, actually. And I went to a free R. Kelly, and it was just a bunch of blacks, and I was just holding a banner in front, "Free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly." And actually, I'm pretty sure isn't Ryan Leonard's like mom? Doesn't she work for R. Kelly? Or who's the rapper? Is it she represents Chicago?
Dude, I actually don't know.
Think so.
I think it's Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Someone said show us the baby laptop? What's the baby laptop? What's that?
Dude, they're saying this is a fucking baby. Look at this. This is not a baby laptop. This is at least average size, and like this is like above average. Okay? This is huge. All the women say it's big. Third Coast, Texas Coast said it's massive. Thank you. Fucking
I want to sing a song about massive laptops.
All right, let's go.
I can't even while I'm smoking, singing. That's not a good idea, by the way. It's like on TRT and smoking. Okay.
Is that a thing? You can't smoke on TRT?
No, I meant TRT already makes it hard to sing because it drops the register of your voice.
Octaves.
Yeah. So it makes it like harder to sing. And then these definitely, when you're smoking, it's like impossible to sing. You ever heard Miley Cyrus? Her voice changed drastically from smoking.
What'd you think of that? Do you like it? Do you like the new voice? I bet it's grippy.
I bet it stinks though.
Top 3 neck.
She's like oh my gosh! Stop! Stop!
Third Coast Texas Toast says, I discovered Elijah during COVID times. He was one of the only reasonable voices I came across, and I just never stopped watching his shows. Honestly, massive shout out.
Yeah, actually, we were one of the few. The problem is they destroyed my YouTube channel from all that.
Well, we got 40 years to build it back, pal. You ready to do this every day?
Master got me working.
Master got me working. The day is almost over. Someday he's gonna set me free.
I got chains on my shoulders. Got giant boulders.
Trying to smoke here. Jeez, man. Fox Die says, I discovered Elisha back in 2016 when I voted for Trump. Boom. Yeah, you guys are the loyalists. You guys are here through thick and thin. You never abandoned Rift TV.
Dude, listen.
We love you. You are our super soldiers.
I don't actually know all the lyrics for this song, but we will sing it, and it's going to be sung terribly too, because I don't even know the key or I don't know what it is. And we'll do it in a really like a lower voice. They wanted us to sing this. This is the better slave song. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low. You know, black people always sing like that. Like you'll be like, "Hey, sing a song." They immediately do that voice. Swing low, sweet chariot. They always go low. You're like, where did that come from? It'll be a guy with Chris Tucker's voice, being like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's just like, "Ooh,
yeah."
Although Jacob Lusk killed it with Moby at Coachella. I would play it, but we
the skibbity bop bebops, like that shit, like jazz. Skibbity bop bebop. That shit's so good, bro.
What has this show turned into today? That's not even a show today. It's
a shit show. Like, look, you guys we weren't even gonna do the stream, so we did it, and this is what you get. I hope you're happy.
Someone said sweet Cheerios. Sweet Cheerios. In my bowl of cereal.
Sing the song of the South next.
What is the song of the South?
I don't know. We're not that based.
Massa got me working. Just keep singing the song.
Mermaid American says, I discovered Elijah in 2018 when he bought honey from my farmer's market stall. Did you actually buy honey?
Probably.
Whoa. Look at that.
You know what's actually crazy? I sometimes have this anger. Sometimes I'm like, I had to talk to Mike Cernovich about it one time because I was like, why do people lie about me so vehemently? He's like, well, dude, you're like blunt and you're not apologetic. And when you're just like that, like people are gonna hate you because they can't be blunt and unapologetic. And so they're gonna like, and you wear you told me that you wear your like you'll openly talk about your flaws and your problems. And so people assume, because everyone's got hidden flaws, that if you're open about what you're open about, then you've probably got bigger secrets. And so there aren't bigger secrets. So people just like to continue to say them. And it's like then they make up. So what I don't like is that people hate me for things I never did. And it's all because someone on the internet told them I did. And I've learned that people are actually fucking stupid over the years.
Well, most people operate
They're like dumb
in first degree thinking. They'll hear something, they'll react to it, and then that's their ideology. They're not really asking more questions with all the information they're getting. It's like most women operate that way. And unfortunately, most men today. You know, it's like people in this space, they really are outside of the mainstream. Like they're very outside of the norm in thinking. I think that's why Nick is so misunderstood, because he's thinking in the third degree and like people are really just not able to understand. It's like, especially the boomers, they'll be like, but do we have to talk about Israel so much and the Jews so much? They just like don't get it, you know?
Well, I think
complex thought is hard for people.
I'm considering just grabbing the piano.
Go, dude. Can you bring it in?
Yeah, I can.
Do it.
Okay.
Special stream today, folks. You weren't expecting this. You were not expecting this. This guy says, show us the baby laptop again. What are you talking about? It's average. Look. That is a perfectly average size laptop. That's actually massive. I'm not going to do this bit again. I'm done with that. Song of the South. Zippity doo dah. Zippity. Negroes. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that, Cocteau. Dude, I'm not showing you the baby lap. It's not a baby laptop. You guys are so mean. So mean. What did Apple ever do to you? I don't know how to use Discord. It's boomer. Yeah, so welcome to Elijah the Musical. Elijah Schaefer the Musical edition.
All right. We'll do a little music today.
We do a little trolling. He's just going to go play the Jaws theme on piano. Yeah. No, he's actually a great singer and a great musician.
Not really.
His voice is angelic and very serenading. Very, it'll make you feel some things. Get ready. This is not helping with the allegations. I'm never beating the allegations, the new allegations. They call me Twink 2 on the internet. And you know what? I take it as a compliment. If I was too fat, they wouldn't be calling me a twink, right? I was taken back by the voice. What, mine or Elijah's? Oh, like him singing, right? Yeah, he's good. Tiny hand alligator. It's not that tiny. Average hand. What is this show? Baby hands? That's crazy, dude. Fuck you.
See if they can hear this.
And we have that mic. Put the mic closer to the piano. I'll turn it on.
Why is this not working?
Hold on, folks.
Why is the piano not working? Yeah, hold on. You can just talk to them for a second.
This is that green screen. Is it that green screen? What are we even talking about? Well, what do you guys think of our recent get? What do you guys think of Nicky Rudd, by the way? What do we think of Nicky Rudd? He's pretty incredible, right?
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, get the mic.
Why is this not working? No, Ben did something to the piano. He's like started pressing buttons while I had the function playing. I turned something off and I heard it go off. And I'm like, what? Dude, don't touch that.
Ben. Australian talk, Ben. What have you done this time?
I don't know how to get the piano working.
Nicky was on point. Yeah, he's good, right? I think he's going to be the next Tucker Carlson one day. And we will get him there. We will get him there. Let's see if we can go to this wide shot. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. Welcome to the stream,
Play
folks.
a video.
Play a video?
Off, on. Off,
Yeah, so
on.
there you go. Can they hear that? Can you mute that?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear it. Hold on. Let me get the mic closer. All right, we're setting up here, folks, for a special musical stream. I warmed up to Nicky. He got better over time. Oh, and he's only going to keep getting better. You will see.
Here, I'll do it.
Good idea. Next time it'll be Smash Bros. Or chess.
For no reason. This is like,
Let me fix the camera here.
this is like pretty janky setup here.
Oh yeah, I can hear it very well.
Oh, there you go. I think this is not going to stand here. This is like going to fall off. You know what I mean?
Here, I'll fix it. Fuck, I just dropped some fucking ash on my...
Check. This is muted though. Is it? Mm-hmm. Check. Okay, maybe we can just do this. You know what it has to do? You got to put this over here. You got to put it on the side. It's got to go over here on this side.
On this side?
Yeah, it's got to go there. Also, it's going to fall off. All the way in. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Now, my voice is not warmed up. It's not very good right now. But we can attempt to play some music. See how we do here. I don't know how this is going to sound.
It's going to sound great. Yeah, he's going to sing, really.
I might actually do a little bit of real singing.
Producer orders.
I don't think I've ever sang on stream in like 10 years. Not very good, but no warm-ups.
No, you're good. You're actually good. Relax.
Move that over here. Well, I'm in like a weird chair that's like hard to use. We find the key. Strong enough to calm the storms of fear and unbelief, fierce enough to break the cords of death that clung to me. I have come to know a love whose powers overcome every insecurity. Heavens move and demons flee now as I lift my voice and sing. And oh, your love is strong. 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 Close enough to hold me tight now when my fear is crippling. Safe enough to be my home when my world is crumbling. I have come to know a love that's stronger than the grave, that in my darkest hour raised me up from death to life now in resurrection power. And oh, your love is strong. 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 I don't think I'm able to hit this with smoking. Your love, that's kind of can hit it. Vanquished all my enemies. It broke the cage that silenced me and set this songbird free. And I sing. I can't really hit that though right now.
Sounds great.
For all the love you've given me, rejoice 'cause you've chosen me and called this orphan home. Oh, 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 your love is strong. Oh, your love is strong. And oh, your love is strong. And oh, your love is strong. Strong enough to to calm my storm of fear and unbelief. Fierce enough to break the cords of death that clung to me. I have come to know a love whose powers overcome every insecurity. Heaven move and demons flee as I lift my voice and sing. And oh, your love is strong. 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 Close enough to hold me tight when my fear is crippling. Safe enough to be my home when my world is crumbling. I have come to know a love that's stronger than the grave. And in my darkest hour, raise me up from death to life now in resurrection power. And oh, your love is strong. And your love is strong. And oh, your love is strong. And oh, your love is strong. And your love, it vanquished all my enemies. It broke the cage that silenced me and set this songbird free. And I sing for all the love you've given me. Rejoice 'cause you've chosen me and called this orphan home. Oh, 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 your love is strong. 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 And oh, your love is strong. Your love is strong. This is, I think the mic's too far away. It's cutting the piano out after it goes out, but it's fine. All right. How are we feeling, folks? Are we enjoying that or no? There's also...
It's a good place to end it, I think.
Yeah, although I was going to say this.
Want to do one more?
We're going to play Michael Jackson's Take It Back.
Okay.
No, I guess we'll play one more because I have nothing to do today here. Literally.
We have literally nothing to do.
Yeah. This is a kind of beautiful song.
What was that one you were singing earlier?
This one?
Yeah, let's see. It's like when the waves come, the storm comes or whatever.
Yeah. I haven't sung this song in like 10 years.
Yeah, but you sang it very well.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you do. Try it.
Oops.
No, it's good, yeah.
Are you listening? 'Cause I can feel you all around me now. Are you listening? 'Cause I need you to hold me now. You speak to the storm and the waves die down. I was lost in the water. I don't even know what key this is. Well, I might be down too much. Give me 1 second. I might be down. Is that correct? Maybe this is right. No, it's I'm flat. You speak to the storm, and the waves die down. I was lost in the water. I think it goes after that. And I was lost in the water. Yeah, there you go. You speak to my heart. When I breathe, I admit that I need you now. I think I found the key. By the way, no practice here, so. I am listening, and I can feel you all around me now. I am listening, and I need you to hold me now. You speak to the storm, and the waves died down. I was lost in the water. I don't know, that key is water, something like that. You speak to my heart. When I breathe, I admit that I need you now. I lift my eyes up to the mountains above. Where does my help come from? It comes from the one I love. And I am lost without you. And when I breathe, I admit that I need you now. I'll lift my eyes up to the mountains above. Where does my help come from? It comes from the one I love. And I am lost without you. When I breathe, I admit that I need you now. All right, I don't know that song yet. I gotta figure out the key to that song. I don't know it yet. All right, we'll leave it there.
Well, we appreciate you all tuning in. I said it in the live chat, but I'll say it live for everyone that's watching on Twitter and everything. Thank you all for tuning into the show. It really means a lot to us that you're standing by us during Riff's greatest storm in history, in Riff's history. What you guys are doing for us by tuning in is big. We really appreciate it, and you're the reason why we can't get canceled, because you keep tuning in. So thank you very much.
I was a theater kid. I was literally, so random side note, not that you guys care, but like lore, if you're new to the show, I actually was about to do a really big speaking role at the Sci-Fi Network. They'd offered me a role on a show. And I'm from Hollywood, my niggas. I did like extra work, and I was just gonna work there. It's the industry. It wasn't like a theater kid thing. I just lived there, and we'd sneak on a movie set, and I wasn't a theater kid. I didn't sing in younger. I didn't learn piano. I taught myself piano at 22. So my mom was dying, and she said that she told me that it really broke her heart that none of her kids played music. And it was one of her dreams to play music with her kids, and she never was able to do so. So I learned piano to play music with my mom before she died. And
did you
it was
get
pretty
to?
cool. Yes, many times.
Wow, that's great.
And we actually did some concerts together as well. Like, so I did some pretty big shows, like Christian stuff. But yeah, there was times maybe like 500, 600 people, and it was pretty cool. And I really got to sing with my mom, and there's some videos of that. And it was a really nice experience before she couldn't really talk anymore, because it had cut out 90% of her flesh in her throat. And so it was very, very tragic. But then I stopped playing piano for years because my ex-wife made me so depressed that I lost the desire to do anything creative for like years. And so I just like didn't have a piano and I just didn't play and sing because I just didn't. And then my dad told me right before we got divorced, he was like, you need to buy a piano and you need to start singing again and playing piano because it helps you. It helps heal your brain. You always do better in life when you're playing piano. It always helps you to like, not fucking shoot yourself in the head. And then, so then I bought a piano because my dad told me to go buy one. And I'm glad I did before my wife took all my stuff and money. But I did. And then I've just been playing it more often now. And I think we'll probably put out like a little live video, like worship set and some stuff, just because I think people really misunderstand who I am. And they think I'm this like heinous guy that's going out and just like banging all these chicks and just doing drugs. And it's like, realistically, I just get up here and we just like read the news and I play piano and we just like live a normal life, very normal life. Sometimes we're up late, smoking cigars or people will come over. I mean, sometimes people will drink a little bit at the house or whatever, but there's like no serious like drugs or things like that. I mean, I'm not really against if someone wants to smoke weed or something like that, at a house or something. They don't do it here. I'm just like, I mean, my ex used to smoke a lot of weed too. So, I mean, it's not like I'm like, it's not like she's against that either. I personally don't smoke weed right now. And like, I don't take any prescription medications besides hair stuff, which I did. It was falling back out. And it regrew back. Isn't that cool? It only took like 3 months on finasteride and minoxidil. My hair grew back. It did. It was like really falling back out from all the stress from the divorce. And I re-got back on. And then TRT as well. If you knew the show, I explained it earlier. So there's really a mischaracterization. And I think that most of us are not inherently trying to be evil people, but we do bad things sometimes. And I admit that, sometimes I royally fuck up. Sometimes I like just royally fuck up and just do stupid shit. And
we all do, bro.
I do sometimes. And I'm like, wow, that was dumb. Or why did I do that? But it's usually because I wanted to do it, in the moment, right? It's like you want to do something wrong because that's your flesh. And it's just weird because, meanwhile, we're like converting to orthodoxy and trying to work on my life. Like, I'm not even like, I don't even have a wife in my house and I'm not sleeping around right now at all. Like, it's like, I'm not out banging chicks or anything like that. And actually my journey towards Christ hasn't changed since like October of last year, September, October. And it's just unfortunate that things fell apart when I really started trying to change my life for the better.
That's what happens when you turn to Christ. The enemy, which is the devil, will come at you on all sides to prevent you from reaching the end, from reaching Christ's love and forgiveness in the church. And, the timing of it has to be, it's supernatural, really. The timing of when all this happened relative to your conversion to orthodoxy, you starting your catechism, this all happened like right after you turned to Christ and became genuine about what you wanted in the church. And yeah, it's really fucked up, man. But at the same time, this is kind of how God tests people, right? He tests the genuineness of their faith through hardship. And we don't really, it's one thing to live your life saying that you're saved and that, God is with you and God's on your side. It's another thing to be at the bottom, the rock bottom, and Christ finds you. And I think that's what's happening. And we're going to continue our Christian journey in the church. I'm his sponsor, by the way. So once he's done, once his priest confirms that he's ready, he'll be confirmed probably in about a year, I'd say. About a year.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm. At the very latest by next Pascha.
Yeah, but I think God has given us all gifts. Like I've never taken a piano lesson in my life. Mm-hmm. I've never watched a video how to play a song or anything, or you know how to I don't know anything about piano. I actually could not tell you anything about music theory. I don't know anything, but I did learn it pretty fast in 6 months. Pretty much got pretty highly skilled in 6 months, and I just want to remind people that you can just do things.
Yeah.
You just need the motivation. Like the motivation of my mom saying she
I'm
going to
learn. I'm going to learn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But she's like, yeah, I don't want to die, without playing with my kids. And so I took it I had to learn piano. And I learned guitar too. And I'd play drums and stuff, But I just don't like the right-wing music, like the anti-woke music and stuff. I'd rather just sing songs to God. To be completely honest, I'd rather just sing songs to God. That's sort of my desire. But guys, people come here and I always play piano and they always sing. And I get all these crazy people that know how to sing that's like come around here. And it's really nice to just play piano and hear people sing. You said Nikki dude, Nikki has a really good voice though.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
You just heard noise up here.
I just heard like the yelling.
No, Nikki's a very skilled singer.
I was in my room with the door closed and I just hear some belting out.
Yeah. As someone said in the chat, they just don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Exactly.
So this guy says, I don't know where this came from. He says, shrooms helped me stop smoking weed. You know what else?
Where Jay Fuentes says the song goes up to my favorite hairdresser.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude,
you know what else helps you to stop smoking weed?
I'm smitten by her.
Some submission to Christ will help you with that too.
Like, yeah. But anyways, Christ is king.
Christ is king.
Dude, did you see the New York Times said they're including that tweet in their article? I don't know if they are.
Which one?
Where it said, just got on a plane with a female pilot, landed safely. It's a miracle. Christ is king. And he's like, he's adding this to the article.
Good. The old one that came out?
I like how people gave me shit too for like some like spoof of some New York Times interview. And like I talk to the New York Times on a regular basis. So it's not weird to think the New York Times is reaching out because I do talk to them on a regular basis.
Yeah, people came after you for that. Someone baited us. They said they were the New York Times with this like official register, and it turned out they weren't. But yeah, I've seen him do a New York Times interview in person, so he does do this. I'm sober living now. Shout out, Tony. Good, man.
Guitar MG said Elijah touched me.
With your music.
Oh.
Yeah. It was with your music, bro. But also,
Homer's in the chat. We just have like a small stream tonight, hanging out, talking with
these
the people.
are like the people in the chat. These are the most loyal niggas. That's why we're interacting with you so much.
Yeah, this is good.
Doomsday Cracker says, I'm not leaving. Fucking goat, man, honestly.
Someone said, I remember when you were once drunk streaming and playing piano one night towards the end of Slightly Offensive on the Blaze. It was great. Just blacked out. I don't even remember that. Probably just blacked out
Did you
drunk.
Do that? You played piano?
Yeah, this is years ago. This has been like 2022.
Okay. Yeah, we should do it more. We should do like when we have a slow news day, let's just play Smash and talk about life. But you can't talk when you play Smash. You can't talk when you do anything. So we're gonna have to work on that. It's like something about Elijah.
We just make them want to smoke more.
Something about Elijah is that when he's texting or like scrolling on Twitter or doing anything, and you're speaking to him, he literally cannot process what you're saying. He can't hear you. It's pretty interesting.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Locked in on everything.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know that my enemies came after my children, and even now recent attacks trying to, say that I harm children or whatever it is that they're breaking up is to get at what actually would get at any man, which is truly where my heart is for my sons. But I'm confident that I'm gonna get them back, and when they're back, I won't show their faces, but you will see that I'm back with my kids. And do you need the lighter?
I have one.
I'm just really, really sad that people have used my kids as pawns in what's a political and personal fight.
Your own ex-wife.
Yeah, my own ex-wife has worked with, and my brother-in-law. I mean, shame on him for doing this.
And your political enemies.
Yeah, and they said, guys, in the dossier, the goal is to make sure that I don't get to see my kids because of how crazy I am. My politics, not because I'm a bad dad or anything. They just don't like me, and so they want to hurt me by taking my kids from me. I feel Kanye. No one even knows that Kanye. He's the new Kanye. He's the old Kanye. That song. It's like he made Kanye.
Yeah.
I am Kanye. That's what he says. I made Kanye. And it's like, yeah, dude. I might not have, Kim Kardashian and whatever, but my lawyer said the same thing. I was like, I feel like the situation like Kanye. They're like, except you're not actually on drugs. So that's the problem. Also, like, just remember that people in your life are nefarious and they tend to do evil things to you. And like, I thought my wife was like telling me to go get sleep medication because she cared about me. And she like wanted me to like wake up earlier with the family because I worked late. And meanwhile, she just told me to go get that stuff so she could send it to the press. And when you have your privacy invaded that way.
Your wife tells you to get medication because of whatever's going on. She says, go get medication. Before you even unstapled the bag, she's taking pictures of it and leaking it to, I would assume, her brother who leaked it or something. Really messed up, man.
Yeah, sealed bags that say new drug, new patient. Never had the drugs prescribed before. They're brand new. This is the end of December. Make it seem like I've been on all these drugs. Like it wasn't on anything.
Yeah, you're trying to repair a marriage for the last 6 months of it.
I've been trying to repair for a year.
Meanwhile, they're already ready. They're building a case against you while you're trying to repair the world that they live in. Like All these people lived off of your income, by the way.
Except thousands of dollars of presents in
all
December.
of them lived off of you. During
Eli,
that whole period that they
him.
were building a case against you. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I gave him over $100,000.
Yeah. It's just so, it's so evil, man.
Yeah, and it sucks too because, you know, like Rift has investors and stuff. And, you know, we have one investor who did not pull out and is still here and is supporting. And now we're just kind of like solving the motion. But Homer J. Fuentes was around for some of this too. And he knew that it was, I was like, dude, things are not good, dude. Like, they're not good at home. Like, it's not looking good. And here's what I was going to say about marriage. What's really cucking about it, and the reason why I want to separate is I want to say this about guys. They've really, the government has really cucked us, which is why guys don't want to get married because, like you think about this. You're sitting in a home. You have your in-laws forcibly move in. They use your credit cards to buy expensive plane tickets. They're flying around the world. They're taking expensive gifts. You know, you're trying to figure out, like, they're walking out of the room on you. They're just spending your money, going out to eat, to cafes. Like, I want to talk to kids. I'm like, kids, you and your mom spend like $2,400 in a month on like going out to eat and like, what are you doing? Like, I can't afford this, you know? And it's like, they didn't mind doing that. And meanwhile, they're building a whole like thing against you. And they're there just to build you think they're there to like help. They're like, well, we're here to help with the kids. And then they're like messing with your marriage. You try to kick them out. And then the police say you can't kick them out. I call the police. I'm like, can I get these? They like, you can't kick them out because your wife said they can stay and they're allowed to stay. So, and then your wife's not having sex with you. My wife stopped having sex with me a long time ago because her parents told her to, you know, to whatever, this whole thing. And it's like, you can't have sex with your wife because it's rape. So you can't have.
The parents told you have to sleep in separate bedrooms. Was that a year ago?
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
About a year ago. It's like, so the in-laws come into your house. They're spending a bunch of money on your credit cards. And they're telling you that you can't sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, and then I try to cut
wife.
off the credit cards, and then the divorce lawyers that I talked to, it's like, you can't early cut off money from your wife or the family, or it's considered abandonment. So it's like, I legally have to let them spend my money. I have to pay for their lifestyles, and it's called abandonment whenever you lower their lifestyle, if you can afford their lifestyle. And then you're doing this, and they're doing all this, and they're just secretly recording you and building a case. And it's like, you don't get any sex from your wife, because if you try to get sex from her, she can claim rape. Mm-hmm. So now marital rape's a thing. So now you can't even like pressure your wife. Pressuring your wife to have sex with you is considered rape. Did you know that? Pressuring your wife to have sex with you is considered rape in Florida. So you can't pressure your wife to have sex with you, and Texas as well. You can't pressure your wife, or you're a rapist. And they would have done that too. I felt something weird was going on. They can spend all your money. You can't do anything about it. You can't do anything because then they have these freakouts. Like I invited one friend over, and she called him a pedophile just for sitting in my house, and he was really upset about it. He's like, "What do you mean
she's throwing this accusation around? It's not the first time she's done this."
She's like, he's a pedophile, and he's a well-known person. And he's like, "Why would your wife call me a pedophile to my face?" He's like, that's horrible. And I was like, "I'm sorry, she's just crazy." And so she's calling my friends pedophiles, and then it's like, so you can't have friends over. And then you go over, so then you go to the bar or something to just find a place to relax. And then they give you shit and are like, well, don't just sleep then, go get some medication. So you think, well, maybe things are working in our marriage. Maybe I can just go get some medication and like she'll be happy. And then you realize she's doing that all to try to make people think that you're crazy, even though it's just sleep medication, by the way. But it's like, it's crazy. And then everything comes out, and then you're wanting to leave. Your wife asked for the divorce. And the reason why I filed for the divorce is because she tried to drag it out to try to get more custody of the kids here. There was this whole plan they had. She moved to Texas to try to get more custody of the kids, to kick me out, to go live off Centrelink, off of welfare in Australia, and then cut my kids off and tell them they didn't have a dad. She didn't tell my kids they don't have a dad. You know? She's a sick person. She's twisted. And that's all I'm going to say that she did, because I'm not going to explain any of the bad stuff or the really bad stuff. But it's like you end up and you're in this and you feel like a cuck, you know? And this is what men are involved in. And I talked to my lawyers. He's like, well, 60% of divorces, marriages end in divorce right now. But if you talk to most men, we get calls from a lot of men. And he said probably about 80-90% of men are very unhappy in their marriages, and they stay for the kids. And they stay because they want more kids. Men is like, well, I'll have more kids with you, but their wives are bitches and nag them and don't give them sex. And it's like, and then if you get a bitch that will have sex and whatever, then she's a whore and she'll go cheat on you, you know, and she'll leave you. And when men and women cheat, it's different too, by the way, because women cheat because they have emotional problems.
Yeah.
Men cheat because they're horny and they have low impulse control. And that's just true.
Women cheat because they want to feel something.
Yeah.
If they're bored in their marriage, they just want to feel something.
Or they want to get back at their marriage, to get you to do something, to want them back, like earn them back or something.
Yeah.
But it's like you look at this and you're like, and then I have all these bad things and I'm like, wow, my brother had my car stolen. And then they put out this painting that like my wife left me because of Sarah's stock, which wouldn't even make sense. If someone cheated on you, you can't steal their kids. And then when I finally win in court, and get the court to hear my case that she, they agree with me that she's under misconduct. Then it's like, then she goes and starts lying about me again on the internet. And it's sick, dude. It's really sick. And I feel bad for all the men that are in marriages that I was in that for a long time. I was really depressed. You guys probably noticed Kez stopped coming on the show. She wasn't around. She was really mean to me. She was a mean person and just rude.
She was mean on the show?
No, she was just rude to me. I didn't want her on the show because she was rude, and I didn't want to put her on the show like talking back to me and like it was just an unruly woman, And it was like, what do you do as a guy? I'm telling you this as what society's done to us. It's like I could have gotten control of my marriage. I know what I would have done, but it would have been illegal.
What does St.
It would have been right, but it would have been illegal. Meaning, like I would have kicked those fucking parents out of the house and fucking put a restraining order on them, and stayed my kids' visas and told my wife, no, we're going to counseling. We're fucking working on this, and you're gonna have sex or you have no option. But then I would have been a rapist. I would have been, I would have been liable. They could have sued me for kicking them out, and I would have been considered abandoner, and she could have divorced me and taken the kids for abandonment. So it's like what you need to do to get control of your marriage, you can't even do once it's far. And I realize it's so bad. And that's why he said that men stay in the marriage because they know what's going to happen to them if they divorce their wife. Mm-hmm. They know what she's going to do, and what she does first always is either lie about, try to get them fired and lie about them, or she tries to take the kids.
Yeah, ruin your reputation first and then take the kid. They ruin your reputation, I think, so that everyone around them agrees with them. So they'll start spreading lies about you so that their family and friends will just latch on to them and not question anything. It's, oh, he's a pedophile. It's like, yeah, well, that'll do it.
No, so I would have done what biblically you should do for a marriage. I didn't do it though because it's and I don't agree with the law on this. I don't agree with the law. I don't think that a man shouldn't have control over his own home. I don't think that a man shouldn't have control. I don't think men and women should withhold themselves from each other. The Bible says not to do so, and the church will annul your marriage if you do that.
Yep.
So it's like I told you, I didn't say that I would forcibly have sex with my wife or anything, but I would be like, you have to do this. I would put the pressure on her and say, you have to have sex or we're not married or we're getting divorced. But you can't even say that. You can't do that. And that's wrong. That's for all of history. Women have been doing crazy stuff and men have had to just step up and spank their wives, And I couldn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That's why they have nothing on me. I did nothing. I was talking to a divorce lawyer for a year to make sure I didn't violate any laws or rules. So they couldn't get me on anything. So they stuck to lies. But it's like, even when you do it all right, and then I offer a way out, I'm like, hey, we'll get a mediator. You can have the house. We'll split the stuff. We'll have 50-50 with the kids. I even said they can be with you all week. All I said was this. I'd like to have breakfast with my children every day. Just 2 hours to go to the park and have breakfast from 7 to 9, It's 7 to 7:30 to 9, 7 to 9.
You weren't asking for much.
I just wanted to have breakfast with my kids and play with them for an hour every morning before work. And I just wanted them on Saturdays and half of Sundays. That's it. They were just going to spend the night Friday and Saturday night, so 2 nights a week. And I just wanted to see them every day because I want my kids to see their dad every day. Mm-hmm. And she said, no, you're not going to see the kids. And before all this bullshit, she already was, we had to get lawyers involved because she was trying to, her dad would try to beat me up in the front lawn and stuff. So I couldn't see the kids. He tried to get me to fight him. He's like, what are you going to do about it? And I was like, let me see my children. And he's like, you're going to have to go through me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I call my lawyer. I'm like, he's like, dude, he's trying to get you to fight him so that they can say you're violent. And I'm like, it's just twisted. And so it's very backwards. And people taking a woman's side in divorce is usually always wrong. Unless there's police reports of getting beaten and pictures and bruises. It's the fact that people took her side shows you just how stupid the goyim are. Yeah. And I don't want people to take my side. I want people to take the children's side. And I don't want people to take any side, actually. It's not your fucking divorce. But I want everyone to divorce. If your friends get divorced or anything, what's best for the children? That's what you should be taking. What is best for the kids? And whatever her family is doing is demonic, it is evil, and it is hurting my children. My children have not seen their dad in 3 months. That's sick. That is sick. Not even a phone call. She wouldn't even let my kids call me on my birthday. She won't let my kids talk to their grandfather.
And they're trying to say you don't even care about your kids. I mean, that was a thing that was spreading around. Oh, he doesn't even care about the kids. Well, I'll tell you, every day you get down in the dumps about your kids. You talk to me probably 5 to 10 times a day about how much you miss your kids since I've met you. And he really does love his kids. Yeah, withholding his kids from him is very evil. But, justice will be had. Justice will be had. And once this storm passes, your image will be repaired. And it's going to happen through the court documents. All the lies will come out.
Yeah, I'll be vindicated in court for sure.
Yeah, so once those court documents come out, which inevitably they will.
And they'll never apologize. People just move on. They'll just won't apologize.
They won't apologize. They'll move on. And there's going to be no remorse. But at the very least, the
SB View said
drama
that
will be
his
done.
my ex-wife and her family, including extended family, lost a great deal of money trying to get more money from me. He also said, how do you know when a woman's lying when her mouth is moving?
Yeah, I think they still think that they're going to get anything from you.
They're not getting anything from me.
They
Anything
won't,
else.
unfortunately.
She's gonna have to get a job. Get a job. You wanted to raise the kids at home and you wanted to be a stay-at-home mom? Shouldn't have done what you did. You wanted money? Shouldn't have sabotaged my company.
Well, strategically, they had a big flaw, which is they wanted to ruin your reputation, which simultaneously took your income that they were trying to procure for themselves. So it's like, how exactly are you going to get money from him if you try to destroy his business?
The lawyer was like, but how do you know that Francis Moon? He goes, all that evidence, like maybe Francis Moon got the evidence from your brother. And I go, my investors literally told me that he called them and that he gave them this dossier and he wrote it. They
also
told me that.
The call with Sarah Stock, it's his voice.
No, but they said, like, what if they just gave the evidence to someone? It's not him. I go, my investors literally told me that they spoke to him and that he did this and they spoke to him firsthand. So thank you very much. Now, these are very interesting people.
Who would just disappear to Serbia if they weren't guilty? You know, who does that?
I don't know, but they didn't think I would survive. But Rift is going to survive. Rift is going to survive.
We're surviving.
It is survived.
We have a loyal core. We have 3,000 viewers on X right now. I'd say we're doing pretty well for ourselves. And this is in the peak of the storm too. 3,000 live viewers on X in the peak of the storm. I'd say, yeah, we're doing pretty well. Give it 6 months and we'll be doing 10X what we're doing now.
I just hope that Kizzy realizes that, like, did they not think where this would end? It's like, now you just made your life harder. You made our kids' lives harder. And you got us stuck in Denton, Texas. Yeah,
Indian.
Why? Now I'm stuck in Texas. I hate Texas so much. I hate Texas, not because it's a horrible state. Like, if I ever ran for office here, I hate what it's become. It's just like a shithole now. It always kind of was, but it's become like just so Indian. It's just so annoying. I don't want to live around Indians, and I'm stuck here for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what?
I don't want to be
so
here.
Is she. She is also stuck here now.
Yeah, I was in Boca Raton. That's like the best place in the fucking world. It's so great there. It's such a great place to live. It's
miss
like Miami
Florida.
area is so awesome. South
Florida's
Florida's
awesome.
sick. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's such a great place to live. I never liked living anywhere but LA and South Florida. It's just fantastic. You go to the beach, you go grab a beer and you sit on the beach and you look at babes and you just have like a good time. You know, it's like
Florida
just
has
hot
such
girls
a good
walking
energy.
around.
You have the lush vegetation. Everything's so green. You got palm trees everywhere.
I had my best friend there. Notice her, like we hung out all the time. I had Homer was there. I had friends. I had like a whole life there. And that's what they do too. They want to move you from your friends. And I realized that she was trying to cut me off from all my friends all the time. Why do women try to cut you off from your friends? Anybody that you enjoy hanging out with, women will tell you that they're bad and you can't hang out with them. And you got to be home more. And you're like, how can I be home more than all the time?
Well, we've got a super chat here from Mr. Dissident. He says, thanks for sharing the marriage drama. I never would have thought that women could be so cruel. This has better prepared me for the future. Yeah, man, don't get married. And if you do get married, get a prenup and make sure that your assets are separated. You know, what's yours is yours, what's hers is hers, and what's both of yours is both of yours. And you need to make sure that's like, I think this was James Sexton, right? Or Will Sexton?
Yeah, James Sexton.
Yeah, James Sexton said this on a podcast, and I never forgot it, and I never will. And if I ever get married, I'll be getting a prenup for sure. And you should too. Randall Flag says Indians are actually Aryans. I don't think so.
Someone said should link up with Sav. Do you know what Sav said when my wife stole my kids? She tweeted out, "Thank God, I'm so glad that this is happening to him," or whatever. She literally said she was thanking God that God was paying me back. For what? For giving you a job? Sav is a cunt. She's a horrible person. And stop abandoning your baby to go get beat up in cities. Go be a mom. Stop abandoning your child. Stop abandoning your child. That's all I'll say. Stop abandoning your kid. You know, you were abusive to your ex or whatever, allegedly. That's what they say. And that's why the things broke down. You were abusive. You were abusive to me and to everybody. You threw things, you hit things. You know what you did. You're a horrible person, and you're horrible. You're a horrible human being. And I don't care if she gets beat up or whatever. You know, it's like, who cares? You know, stop being a woman. You're a mom going out and putting yourself in like harm's way. Go home. Be a mom. Go be a mom. Go be a mommy. Go raise your kid. Don't let other people raise your kid for you. You know, where's your kid? Where's your kid? You know, back home in San Antonio with their grandparents. You know, where's your kid? Oh, with the dad or whatever. Go raise your kid. Stop trying to pretend like you're some conservative LARPer when you're a feminist. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Just stop. I'm not gonna team up with women. Hell no. Fuck these people, man. They're all horrible. They're horrible.
Well, I almost don't even want to end the show. The X viewers are going up. I know we're coming to the end here. We're at 3.1 on X. It's pretty damn good for a Saturday night for a slop show. We had nothing really prepared. We had some political stuff prepared, but we didn't really want to talk about it other than the prediction that we made a week ago about the Democrats abandoning AIPAC.
Yeah. I'm so stupid, bitch.
I hope you enjoyed the singing, by the way. What'd you guys think of the singing? He's better than you thought, huh? It's way better than you thought. He was better than I thought he would be. I thought I would be living in a nightmare having someone sing over the piano, and it was like really bad. Thank God you have a good voice, man.
Do you know why the cops don't help Sav? Because she got a criminal issue and she attacked a cop, and everyone knows that. And was in probation. She couldn't leave. She had asked requests to leave the state and whatever. And she got popped driving under the influence, allegedly.
Who is this?
Sav.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying like people say like, oh, I'm saying like that's why I think cops don't like her. And they don't protect her because she's fucking attacked a cop under the influence. We'll just say allegedly because I don't know if she ended up getting it thrown out of court eventually. But it's like, I just think that people don't realize it's like, that's why like these people, I could go around too and say lots of things about lots of people. I don't though spend my time mostly doing that. But it's like, you know, people need to just fucking stop their bullshit, you know? And I feel like these people are just stupid, you know? It's like, I just don't like these people. I think they're dumb. And I think that they're just like, they're all narcissistic and they all just like, don't like that I don't give into their bullshit. It's like, fuck you, you know? Fuck them. Fuck them.
Goyim in abundance. In abundance. Yeah, but everyone likes your singing. Singing was peak W. Mr. Dissident. He got skills. He actually sings good. Not gonna lie. Elijah should sing out the end of each show. It's not a bad idea.
But we'll do one more song at the end of the cigar.
Okay.
Or a couple, just because I like playing piano.
You guys are getting an encore.
Yeah, but anyways, people who you don't rejoice in people when bad things are happening. You shouldn't rejoice, and that's you know, I wouldn't have said any of those things about her, but she did say that. You know, she celebrated my kids, my wife running with the kids. She celebrated it, and fuck you for that, Sav. Honestly, fuck you for that. And I feel like that with a lot of the people in this movement. You know, it's like they're so stupid and they're so like they have such a glass house.
Yeah.
And they walk around and they'll be like, well, I'll say this about you. Say whatever you want about me publicly or not. I don't give a fuck. Say whatever you want.
You've thrown everything you can throw at Elijah.
That's like 5% of what I know about Savannah. And if she ever came at me publicly, she's probably going to get fired from Turning Point with the stuff that she's done. Okay?
Good.
And, you know, so I almost messaged on Erica Kirk. Hey, do you know all these things? When she's like calling out Sav, I was like, do you know all these things that Sav has done? That's interesting. But you know, we're better than that. We're not girls. We don't go out. We don't go on X and talk about all this stuff. We just try to ask, why is Erica Kirk? Why is she? I just really want to follow a blonde beauty model. You know what? I'm going to say this. I don't want to say this. It's mean, but like, I don't understand how she was like a beauty queen pageant. Like, I don't think she's. She
didn't even have a good body.
No, like I don't think she's that attractive. I thought that he got with her.
Did you see the bikini photo?
No, but I didn't know all this stuff about her before Charlie was killed. I didn't know all these like random things about her. Mm-hmm. I thought Charlie did the beautiful mid thing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like he just found like a 5, you know?
Yeah.
Like a 5 or 6 that puts on a lot of makeup, and she looks kind of like swollen all the time, you know? And I thought that he just got with her because like she was like a good mommy and like a good Christian girl, and then like finding out like her father like does weapons deals for Israel and stuff. You're like, what the hell is this? What the hell even is this? Daddy, chill. Okay.
Yeah, she did like a what was it? Was it like Lockheed Martin or like
it's weird
something like that? She did like a speech for them. promoting some weapon system that they were going to sell to Israel. Yeah, Erica Kirk has a man torso like Kate Upton. That's what I was saying. It's like she doesn't even look good in a bikini, you know. But they made a crucial or a critical mistake. I think when Charlie died, they just assumed that everyone would rally around Erica because she's the wife, and it was like it's kind of like the queen succeeds the emperor. That didn't happen because they underestimated what men actually want in their leaders, and it's not a woman. Primarily, it's not a emotional woman that's like fake crying with fireworks. We actually want a guy that will speak the truth and lead us into victory, and that is not going to be a woman, unfortunately, ever. Except the Italian prime minister.
You know why? What someone said, by the way, someone said some of the stuff like these people, like, yeah, their public is polished. You know why? You know who holds the keys to destroying their polished public career? A lot of them. I do. And I've always said that I have a whole list of blackmail, and I will sit on it, and I will use it. and some of these people I will file police reports against if I have to, for things that they've done. But I've mostly ignored it. But I will say this, it's getting to a point now where I'm going to go after people now. I will, in a legal way, but I'm going to get people litigated the fuck up. And I'm just going to do what they did to me. I'm going to litigate the fuck out of these people and just bankrupt them through litigation. Even if I lose, I'll just sue them,
A lot of people are going to get sued. A lot of people.
Lots of suing.
Lots of sewers.
Lots of sewers suing. All right.
I'm retarded.
We'll do one last song, then we'll wrap up. Ben was supposed to come for the last hour and he didn't show up. That's what was killing time.
Yeah, he was supposed to bring special guests. That's all I'll say, Ben. But where's our special guests on the show? We were supposed to have a couple special guests, and they did not show up. So. We're getting set up here with the piano. Nick Monroe, did I say that? Monroe? Nick Monroe 17 says, yo, Elijah, just want to say, regardless of the circumstances, I will always respect how you never, chat's moving, never capitulated to the Jewish narrative. Yeah, they threw everything at him and he never gave up, You do have to just defend people like this who stand on the truth, and he's done a lot for the movement over the years. You have to stand by these people when things happen to them. Like
even what they said was true, and I did some bad stuff. It's like, hey, I'm calling out the Jews.
Yeah.
Hey, if Paul Miller could make it,
If
Paul Miller could make it, then we're all going to survive.
All right. Well, once this song's over, we're going to close out the show. So I hope you guys enjoy this.
Well, I'm going to do two.
Okay.
I'm going to do one slow song to start because it's really pretty. These are all songs that have been really speaking to me a lot in this time, in this season. Now it's going to be good luck trying to sing with a freaking smoky voice.
And this Retta is bringing my jawline back.
Check, 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 check. 1, 2. Sorry. You know me, and I know you. It's not really like a skilled song, but it's good lyrics. You're the God who calms all my storms. You're the voice inside my head saying don't give up, don't let go, don't lose hope, and don't give up, 'cause you can have all my fears, God, and you can have all my sins, and you can have all my weakness, God. I know you're with me to the very end. I know you're with me to the very end, God. It's pretty rough there, but smoking voice. You know me, and I know you. You're the God who calms all my storms. You're the voice inside my head saying, don't give up, don't let go, don't lose hope, and don't let go, 'cause you can have all my fears, God, and you can have all my sins. You can have all my weakness. I know you're with me to the very end. You can have all my fears, God, and you can have all my sins, and you can have all my weakness, God. I know you're with me to the very end. I know you're with me to the very end. Oh, I know you're with me to the very end. Oh, I know you're with me to the very end. Oh, I know you're with me to the very end, God. Oh, I know you're with me to the very end, God. That one is just a good one. It's not a really like good singing song. It's not like that good of like, but it's a good lyrics. You know, that one's fantastic. That one's really good. Last one. These are all songs from an album called In the Night Season that this guy wrote from this band called the United Pursuit. These are all his songs. And I don't know what he was going through. He like stopped making music. He was going through depression. And he just made this album on piano called In the Night Season. And it's just so miraculously beautiful. All the songs are just basically the psalms and stuff of him singing. Take a moment to remember who God is and who I am. There you go, lifting my load again. Take a moment to remember who God is and who I am. There you go, lifting my load again, God. And no longer am I held by the yoke of this world. Come up under the yoke of Jesus. His yoke is easy, his burden is so. No longer am I held by the yoke of this world. Come up under the yoke of Jesus. His yoke is easy, his burden is so light. His burden is so light. You're lifting my load. You're lifting my load. You're lifting my load. You're lifting my load. And no longer am I held by the yoke of this world. Come up under the yoke of Jesus. His yoke is easy, his burden is so light. No longer am I held by the yoke of this world. Come up under the yoke of Jesus. His yoke is easy, his burden is so light. Your burden is so light. Oh, Father, your burden is so light. It's so light, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, do. Oh, your love carries. Your love carries. Your love carries me through all the valleys and the darkest places. Take a moment to remember who God is and who I am. There you go, lifting my load again. Yeah, no longer am I held by the yoke of this world. Come up under the yoke of Jesus. His yoke is easy, his burden is so light, God. Yes, it is, Lord. Your burden is so light. You're so light, God. Jesus, and I surrender. And Jesus, I give you my all. And Jesus, I surrender. Jesus, I give you my all, my all. Give you my all. And Jesus, I surrender. And Jesus, Jesus, I surrender to you. Surrender to you. There you go. There's the last of the songs. And those are all just good songs that have been speaking to me. It's kind of embarrassing to play piano on camera, to be completely honest, and to try to sing while smoking and stuff. It's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing, to be completely honest. However, we had nothing to talk about today. And so we'll just end with some Moby. We'll end as a youth pastor. Since we're talking a lot about being a youth pastor, we'll go, you know, I just really sense the Spirit of God in this room right now. And as I play a minor chord to get you feeling your emotions, and I start bringing up the tones and start making my voice kind of emotional, and I go some deeper low notes, and you realize maybe I should start crying now. And I don't know why, but I just feel guilty. You know what that is? It's called emotionalism. There is a time and a season for everything under heaven, but sometimes you just go to church and you think you like it, but you're there just for yourself. And they're just playing really nice chords. And when you play like this, it just sounds angelic, and you're gonna start saying things like, red is blue and black is white and the sky is gray and people are not real and you're all just making this up. You're not alive, you're schizophrenic, you're on drugs, and you have a gun and you put it to your head right now and pull the trigger. No, don't do that, I'm totally joking. But you can just get people to do anything with beautiful chords like this. Yeah, we can do that. Yes, I did work at a church for a long time, and I did that for a long time, and it got me nowhere. And then I found the Orthodox Church, and then I realized that music is beautiful, and God does make beautiful music, and there is a time to make to sing and to do these things. But really, truth comes from obedience, and it comes from submitting to His church and to His authority, because in the world, we can't trust ourselves. But we are kind of like a little youth group here. And that's what this is. It's a youth group. And according to the internet today, I'm going to rape all of you soon. Because that's apparently what I was doing in youth group. Actually, I got a call from a youth kid who saw that, by the way. And he was really tormented by hearing that. And he told me, he was like, he actually told me this, and he's going to go on record in court. He goes, you know, when you left the church, it was actually sad. Because we had a really great youth group, and people cried when I left. And you know why I left? They're saying I left because of some crimes. I left because my wife told me that she hated the church. And the pastor and all the people remember that. I talked to them today, like, hey, didn't you leave because your wife wanted to leave? And I go, yeah, she just hated the church. And like all women, she pulled me away from God. My wife pulled me away from God. It's my own fault that I left God. In the end, all my wife's sins are my fault, because really the marriage falls apart because of a man and not being unable to lead. And I admit my lack of leadership, and I let things get out of control. And it was my fault, and I take responsibility for that. But if that doesn't work, I end with this small encouragement. Blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. Everyone sing. Blame the Jews. Just blame the Jews. Oh, blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. And sometimes Indians and blacks as well. And maybe some Mexicans if you're mad. But ultimately, I'll end it. Just blame the Jews. Anyway, that's it. All right, thank you guys for watching another episode of Slightly Offensive here on Rift. We never even did a Saturday show in like many long time seasons. Maybe love you long time. Sorry that it wasn't a great show. Sorry that it wasn't our best show.
I think this was our best so far, actually.
This is the music for me about to kill you. That was good. I was going to kill you. You thought I was going to kill, but then it was angelic. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you so much again for watching the show of the rapist, assaulting, child molesting, murdering, double chin, face filter using drug addict show that you guys have all come to know and love, called Slightly Offensive. According to the press, believe it all, guys. If they say it on the internet, as I always say, If you read it on the internet, everyone say with me right now in your home, if you read it on the internet, then it's true.
True.
And it's true. Yeah, it is true.
Thanks for
But
watching.
you got to have fun. Thanks
everybody.
for watching. You guys have a good night.
This is slightly offensive.